Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp has moved to Wichita after a locally renowned career as Marshal of Ellsworth, Kansas. Wichita was the new capital of the cowtowns, where the great cattle drives from Texas reached the railroad. Hoodlums boasted there was no law in Wichita. The year 1875 saw Wyatt Earp become Marshal of that turbulent city, fighting frontier gunslingers with his fists, his .45 Colts, and his sawed-off shotgun.
Wichita. There she stands, Wyatt. This is Douglas Avenue, our local Broadway.
It sure makes Ellsworth look like a stage stop.
You're in the big city, Mr. Earp. Texas House, the Wichita Eagle, fine newspaper. Mine. This is Main Street. Palace Saloon. Down there's the Oriental Saloon. Next one is Rowdy Cates' establishment. There's the Wichita House. Way down at the end on the other side of the street's the Occidental. Douglas Avenue House, Payer's Saloon. That next street down is Horse Thief Corner.
Murdoch! Mr. Murdoch! The vigilantes are aiming at Hank Slick Lonigan. They say he murdered Hank Mahoney last night.
Where's Judge Jewett?
In Kansas City on business. There'll be a lynching if you don't stop them.
They'll be stopped. Where are they?
Over at the jail.
Looks like we better head that way, huh?
Welcome to our fair city. Here comes Marsh now.
Lucky you got here, Marsh.
Hello, Bennett. What's the trouble?
Sheriff Todd won't turn Lonigan over. The fool says he'll make a fight of it.
I'll have a talk with him. Marshal Earp, this is Dave Bennett, the president of our Citizens Committee for Law and Order.
You mean vigilantes. Glad to know you, Mr. Bennett.
So you're the great Wyatt Earp. Gentlemen, this is the new peace officer Marsh hired to replace Wild Bill Hickok.
Well, you can save the handshaking for later. Come along, Wyatt. Sheriff Todd?
Yeah?
Marsh Murdoch. Open up.
Thank the Lord, Marsh. This up?
That's right.
The rest of you stand back. It's providential, Earp. Simply providential. I'm no hand with guns. My job is strictly collecting taxes. I hope you can take over this affair right away. I'll swear him in. That'll make it legal till the judge gets back, huh?
All right, but calm down. You alone here?
Yeah.
What happened to the deputy marshals?
They all skipped. They're afraid of the Citizens Committee.
Slick Lonigan's a faro dealer at Rowdy Cates. Who's the man he murdered?
Hank Mahoney. I didn't know him.
I do, unless there are two Hank Mahoneys. The one I know is a killer.
Hank Mahoney wasn't armed. Dave Bennett says.
I'd like to talk to Lonigan. Okay?
Of course. Bring him in here, will you, Sheriff?
All right. Lonigan's your responsibility. You handle the CCs.
Better put this on, Wyatt.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me there were vigilantes here?
We had to let them organize. Cowhands threatened to tear the town apart.
I don't work with vigilantes, Mr. Murdoch.
Neither do I. And I should have told you that the CCs are a special problem. But I was afraid you'd turn down the job.
Looks like I better do that now.
Now, hold on, Wyatt.
I don't like vigilantes. They shoot and hang a man first and then ask questions. Now, you hired me to enforce the law. Well, lynching a man isn't the law, Mr. Murdoch.
I agree with you. Judge Jewett, Mayor Hope, and I want to force the vigilantes to disband. We're convinced that some of them are mixed up with the crooked gambling and rustling.
That's a good bet.
But we have to have proof, Wyatt. It has to stand up in court.
Will you back me up if I start rousting that crowd out there?
All the way.
There's Lonigan. What'll I tell the vigilantes?
Tell him Marshal Earp is working on the case.
Thanks.
Rest yourself. A lot of men out there that want to hang you, Mr. Lonergan.
Oh, sure.
I understand you killed Hank Mahoney when he wasn't wearing any guns.
You the Wyatt Earp that ran it over Ben Thompson?
Yes, he is.
Hey, Murdoch, quit stalling and bring him out.
Hold it, Bennett. Just give us a couple of minutes.
That'd be Dave Bennett. Important man.
Was Hank wearing a gun?
2 of them.
Shot him in a fair fight, huh?
He yelled for me to come out in the alley. Came out, gave him both barrels.
Shotgun, huh?
Yeah.
Who took care of Mahoney then?
Well, Sheriff Todd says he helped carry him over to Doc Fabrique's office. Shot in the stomach. What could Doc do?
Well, then you claim that somebody must have taken the guns off the body.
How else could it have happened?
Why was Hank gunning for you?
I worked for Rowdy Kate. Maybe she can tell you. If you're going to turn me over to the vigilantes, at least give me a gun.
Mr. Lonergan, what makes you think I'd turn you over to that lynch mob?
Oh, they're not a mob. They're the Citizens Committee for Law and Order. They run this town, Mr. Earp.
They do?
No, they don't run this town. You're the Marshal of Wichita. Prisoner's in your hands.
Thank you, Mr. Murdoch.
Must be this lucky agate Katie gave me. All of a sudden, I draw 2 aces.
We'll take Mr. Lonergan back to his cell and then have a little talk with that committee.
All right, men. Now, this is what we're going to do. We run this town. You understand? And nobody's going to tell us what to do.
Gentlemen, there appears to be some doubt that Mahoney was unarmed when Lonergan shot him.
Well, that's ridiculous. We have 10 witnesses.
Break it up. What? I said break it up. You have no business here. Now, I know what you men call yourselves, but you're just a plain lynch mob to me.
Marsh, you going to put up with this?
I hired Mr. Earp with the approval of Judge Jewett and Mayor Hope.
Not with my approval.
He doesn't need your approval. Your committee doesn't have any legal standing. Now, if Lonergan is guilty, he'll be punished according to the law. But in the meantime, Mr. Bennett, you and your friends are packing guns in violation of a city ordinance. I realize it hasn't been enforced lately, but that's the reason I'm not going to arrest you at this time.
Why, you...
Don't try it. Now, most of you are decent men. Yet you let a fool like this tell you what to do. Now, I don't think Mr. Lonergan is guilty, and I aim to prove it. But either way, you're not the judge and jury. Now, get moving.
Come on, Dave.
Seen the last.
Quit that! Go away!
It's Mildred, Miss Kate. It's the marshal, the new marshal.
Earp? What's he want? This hour of the morning.
He says it's about Slick, and he's real nice and gentlemanly, too, Miss Kate.
All right, tell him to come on up.
She says it's all right, Mr. Earp. Right up the stairs.
What an hour to wake anybody up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, do I look awful?
You look real fine, Miss Kate.
Oh, you always say those nice things, Mildred. Open the door. Well,
How do you do, Miss Kate? I'm sorry to bother you so early.
harm's already been done. Is Mr. Lonergan okay?
Well, for the time being, yes.
I hear you put a head on the Thompsons over at Ellsworth.
Well, I put Bill in jail.
Just like that, huh? Hey, Mildred, coffee on the double.
Yes, ma'am.
Sit down.
Thank you.
Mr. Earp, I want to be polite, but I can't afford to get mixed up in this.
Well, Maybe you can answer a fefew questions, like, was Hank Mahoney packing guns last night?
Yes, 2 of them.
Will you testify to that?
If I did that, I'd leave Wichita in a coffin.
You afraid of the vigilantes, huh?
Scared to death. Have a drink, Mr. Earp?
Don't use it.
Some...
No, thanks.
Any vices at all?
Miss Kate, I came here to question you.
Can't talk about it. Not even to help Slick. And I'm real fond of him.
Are you in love with him?
No. He's a good faro dealer. He doesn't cheat the customers and he doesn't cheat the house. That's why he... Slick's been after me to marry him. Good faro dealers are so scarce, I've been considering it. Right there, Mildred. You do drink coffee.
Yes, sir, but not now, thanks. You're going to lose, Mr. Lonergan.
What?
His only defense is for somebody to prove that Hank Mahoney was armed and gunning for him. If you leave things stand the way they are now, the law's going to hang him. Good day, Miss Kate.
Hold on. I know what happened last night and why. But I can't prove it.
Well, why don't you tell me about it? Maybe I can.
Keep me out of it?
Well, I can try to, but that's all I'm going to promise.
Oh, better try. You can get me run out of town or killed.
Who are you afraid of?
The gambling place across the street.
The Palace?
Yes. They tried to hire Slick away from me. He wouldn't leave me, so they hired Mahoney to gun him.
Just because he wouldn't take the job?
No. Slick also talked too much about the men who secretly own that place.
Mr. Bennett, maybe.
Slick killed Mahoney in a fair fight. But somebody took Hank's guns and hit him before Doc Fabrique claimed the body. That's the truth. I can't prove it. I've said all I'm going to say.
Well, you talk at the trial?
No?
Well, thank you. You've helped considerable, Miss Kate. Do you want a bodyguard?
Not now. But you'd be my first choice.
Well, thank you. I'm going to go over and see Doc Fabrique now.
Don't mention my name, please.
Why, is he a friend of Bennett?
Oh, no. Doc hates everybody.
Well, thank you for your hospitality.
Just keep on with that stuff. You'll fall off your horse again. Bust your stitches loose and bleed to death on the road. I've been looking for a good cadaver to send to the St. Louis Medical School. That blather-lipped, snake-eyed, scrim-shank Mahoney fella got himself all messed up with buckshot in the abdomen. You do me a favor and bleed to death. Busy, busy, sit down and wait. Too bad you fell on your head. You might have broken your arm.
Dr. Fabrique, I'm Wyatt Earp, the new city marshal.
I don't care who you are. I told you to sit down and wait. Tell me $1. 35 cents. Get out of here. I want to talk to you.
You better talk to me.
Huh? What's that?
You're the coroner around here, aren't you?
Well, yes.
You collect a fee for every death by violence, don't you?
Young man, if you mean
Where's
to...
your autopsy and coroner's inquest report on Hank Mahoney?
Autopsy? You sure you haven't got some buttons loose?
Now, look, you're wasting both of our time. I want the report on Hank Mahoney. It just happens to be a murder case, you know.
Autopsy. Hank was killed with buckshot wounds in the abdomen. It was so obvious that only a young idiot like you would ask for an autopsy.
What about the coroner's inquest?
Oh, foolishness. Hank was killed at the hands of Slick Lanigan. I'll have the coroner's report on Hank ready in plenty of time for the trial.
No, Doctor. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Get out of my office! 10 minutes. Autopsy. Next patient!
Hi, Mr. Murdoch.
Well, the town's starting to spin. I hear you fired 3 deputies and swore in 5 new men.
7. They're my friends from buffalo hunting days.
Have you learned anything new?
Yeah. That doesn't fit to print. Did you get that telegram off to Judge Jewett?
Uh-huh. Got an answer. He'll be back tonight.
Well, that's good. I'm going to ask him for a court order disbanding the vigilantes.
Wonderful. But you'd better have some evidence. The judge hates him, but he still has to follow the letter of the law.
I know. I'm working on it. Well, I'm going to go down and see Doc Fabrique before he leaves his office. I'll see you at dinner.
Fine.
Oh, by the way, I wrote a story for your paper. It says that any honest citizen who knows what happened to Hank Mahoney's guns should come forward and tell.
New lead?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Now, listen to what I'm going to read you, Doctor. It is specifically provided by the terms of this ordinance that the city marshal must certify to all fees collected by the coroner.
Let me see that.
Here.
The scoundrels. Those red-eyed pipsqueak politicians. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have taken the job.
It's too bad, Doc. The records show that since Mr. Hickok quit and I took over the job, the city owes you $137 in back fees. Do you want me to certify?
I earned it?
Sure, and you'll get it.
When? When will I get it?
Just as soon as you perform an autopsy on Hank Mahoney.
You're worse than Wild Bill Hickok. He was a smart skunk, but you're a crafty one. Okay. The body's in the back room.
Can I watch?
Suit yourself. And I hope you faint at the sight of it. Crack your stubborn head. Go ahead.
So you don't like your job as sheriff, huh?
You know what I mean. I don't like lynchings. I told you this morning when I wouldn't let you take Lonigan.
Shut up! You're in this just as deep as any of us. Lonigan knows too much, and Earp's been snooping around. We blundered once before in hiring a drunken fool to gun Slick. This time we're going to do our own job with a rope, right?
I don't know, Dave.
All bets down, gentlemen? 5 of spades. 5 of spades? Oh, yes. No, nobody on 5 of spades. 7 of
Hold the
hearts?
game.
I thought I told you never
Keep
to
your
come in
temper,
my
woman.
place
Keep
again.
your temper. Now, Earp has enough evidence to clear Slick, if he wants to use it. But you know what that nasty fella told me? He says he'll let Lonigan swing if you don't tell him the truth about the vigilantes.
No.
Well, Earp can just let Dave Bennett take Slick. Just sit in the jail office tonight and do nothing. Now, if you like that fella, you blonde-headed nanny goat, you'll be there.
Oh.
All right, gentlemen. I'm taking over for Kate. Make your game.
Marshal Earp, the Citizens Committee's forming up the lumberyard. They'll be here in about 10 minutes.
Okay. All the deputies report?
Yes, sir?
Good. Be sure and tell them to load their shotguns with slugs. We'll make our play out in front.
Yes, sir.
Close the door and don't let anybody in.
Yes, sir.
Did you send Doc Fabrique?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it won't work. I don't care that much about Slick.
You're in love with him.
You're not going to get me in court.
You know, I think you know all about Bennett and Sheriff Todd, don't you?
Yes. But if you expect me to go to court and I just can't live.
Doc Fabrique says you will.
Why, that old fool.
Says you're in love with Slick, and he also says that Bennett owns the Palace Saloon. That Sheriff Todd made a deal with you and some others to collect only half your taxes. Is that the truth?
Well, yes.
Well, Bennett and Todd are leaders of the vigilantes. You think it's right for these men to parade around town with guns and lynching ropes?
No.
Don't think you're going to be safe just by not talking. Bennett will turn on you someday and run you right out of town, just like he's trying to run me out.
And why should I be the one to squeal in court?
Because you're honest. Because you're in love with Slick. Because you hate violence and despise hypocrites.
I'm not that good, Mr. Earp. or that brave.
I'll see you in court in the morning.
Don't count on it.
You better use this door. No sense of you getting hurt. Oh, and you better go straight back to your place.
No palaver. Bring him out.
I told you men this morning you were a lynch mob. Now, do you want me to start shooting, or do you want to listen to some evidence?
What evidence?
Hank Mahoney was wearing guns last night. Lonigan's buckshot tore off part of his gun belt and carried it into his body. Doc Fabrique recovered a hunk of the gun belt along with 245 cartridges in the autopsy.
The doc's a liar, and so are you.
Now, the rest of you men file by, and I'll show you the evidence.
You're right, Marshal Earp. I'm sorry I listened to Dave.
Mr. McCready? The following men are under arrest. Mr. Brown, Mr. Fisher, Mr. Salter, and Mr. Bennett. Give them your guns. Put them in jail. You men pick up Mr. Bennett. Now, the rest of you men go on home where you belong. Go on.
He stalled on reading your petition about as long as he can. You sure Kate will come?
Well, if she doesn't, we're sunk.
Marshal Earp,
Yes, Your Honor.
you make the charge here that several members of the Citizens Committee are of bad character and are allied with the hoodlum element.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Have you any testimony to present bearing on this accusation?
Well, no, sir, not at this time. You see...
Let's see the proof. Where's the witnesses?
Order. Shut up, Bennett. Throw him out of court, Judge.
Order. Proceed, Marshal Earp.
I asked the court to realize that it takes time to gather legal proof against illegal vigilantes. I need a temporary court injunction to publicly discredit the...
Marshal, the court has heard enough. You displayed poor judgment in making slanderous charges against Mr. Bennett and his associates without a single witness.
Mr. Earp has a witness, Your Honor. May I?
Swear in, clerk. Thank you, Miss Kate.
It's a pleasure, Judge.
The court apologizes to Marshal Earp for having doubted his word and wishes to express its gratitude to Miss Kate for having the courage to come here and testify. It is the order of the court that the Citizens Committee here and now disband. Court is adjourned.
Oh, I'm so glad you think so. I was so nervous I didn't think I'd be here in time. Is this official or personal, Mr. Earp?
I'm your bodyguard.
Oh, Bennett wouldn't dare do anything now. Oh. Thanks. I'm quite the little heroine now. Even the good folks gave me...
Look out!
Why didn't you shoot him?
No need to. I can trace him through this. Probably just a decoy to draw me away from you.
Oh, don't draw away from me.
Don't worry, I won't. I want the word to get around that I'm real fond of you. Or gun anybody that does you any harm.
That ought to get the word around. Oh, I like that.
Miss Kate, break it up, you men. Go on, break it up.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When Wyatt Earp was Marshal of Wichita, Kansas in 1875, one of the serious problems with which he had to deal was the runaway boy from the East. Hundreds of such youngsters, incited by lurid dime novels about cowboys, Indians, and outlaws, left their homes in eastern towns and cities for the wild, exciting life of the western frontier. If today's comic books have a bad effect on many juvenile readers, they are mild compared to the bloody sensationalism of paperback thrillers, which lured the youth of earlier times to seek adventure in the brawling violence of Cattle Trail and Cowtown.
My turn. Hold it! Take it up there! All right, hold it. Hold it. Get it! Better than that. Get the gun! Come on. Come out of there! Back. Come on. Back up there. Back up. Get there. Come on. Come here. Get there.
Well, you little punk. Were you using real bullets?
I got me several of that Lazy H outfit.
Oh, you did, huh? Well, they all seem to be standing up.
You the sheriff, mister?
No, I'm the marshal. Who are you?
My name's Tim Jones, and I'm with the Bar W's. You know, we had our loading orders first, and then those Lazy H's tried to jump our claim.
You took a shot at me.
Oh, I didn't see your star. I thought you were Lazy H. I don't shoot at the law.
Oh, now that's real considerate.
Was he shooting?
Yeah, without a license. This one's sober. We'll take him back to town with the rest of them.
Does a cowhand get a fair trial in this town, or do they lynch him?
Your size, we spank.
Anybody get hurt?
No. They're too drunk to get hurt, most of them. I wish people would keep their kids at home. I got another desperate Desmond on my hands.
Runaway boy, huh?
Yeah. It's a wonder he didn't ping somebody or hurt himself.
This the kids? This is the worst yet.
They're coming west by the hundreds. We've had at least a couple of dozen in the last few months. Can't you get something in Eastern papers about it?
I've tried, Wyatt. I think it's just normal kid behavior. In fact, they're rather proud.
Proud? Proud of what?
Young America, the spirit of the pioneers. You know the line.
Well, I've got something to show you. Sam! Sam, bring that young Tim Jones in, will you? Now, the spirit of the pioneers is fine. But I've yet to see a runaway kid with a hoe. They all want to be gunfighters. That's those dime novels they read.
Ned Buntline his Daredevil of the Plains.
Yeah, written by men that have never been west of Albany. I wish they could see what it does to some of their readers. Well, take a good look at it, Mr. Murdoch. Young America.
Hey, you the judge?
No, That's Mr. Murdoch. He happens to be the editor of the Wichita Eagle.
Hey, I don't want my name or my picture in the paper.
Oh, don't worry, you're not that important. Now go sit down. Where do your folks live?
Haven't any folks.
Who's your relative?
No relatives. Just write it down that I'm a cowpuncher working for the Bar W outfit.
The Bar W outfit doesn't hire kids. You jumped off a freight train. I don't want any more fresh talk from you. Now, we've got to send you home. Where is that?
None of your business.
Don't get sassy with Mr. Earp, kid.
Okay. I'm a homeless juvenile vagrant. I'm an orphan without any means of support.
Well, that's too bad. We'll have to put him out for adoption.
Yeah. Mr. Bodine at the dairy would like to have another orphan.
40 cows to milk twice a day. Only 3 kids to do it. Think you're tough enough for that?
Well, I want to be a cowhand. You know, ride the range, punch cows.
Well, you can milk cows at the dairy.
No, if my father were here, You just turn me loose.
And you do have a father, huh?
No, I don't.
Bend over the desk.
What?
You heard me. I said bend over the desk.
Oh, wait, I'll tell you!
All right.
My father's Timothy Jones Sr. He lives at the Fifth Avenue Hotel in New York City.
New York, huh? You've come a long way. I'll send a wire for you, Wat.
Thanks.
Here in a few hours.
My father will fix you for using corporal punishment on me. No one's allowed to do that. You're just a big country Jake sheriff.
And you're a spoiled brat. I guess you might as well start learning.
Learning what?
To be a cowhand, that's what you came west for, isn't it?
Yeah. Where do we go now?
We're going to a little cowhand school. I run it just for boys like you. Now, the first thing a cowhand has to learn is how to ride a horse.
I already know.
Oh, you do, huh?
Sure.
Come here. It's on this side.
Turn him loose.
All right, Mr. Jones.
Hurry.
Hurry. Hang it, Bill.
You all right?
Yeah. I'll show him.
No, I think you had enough.
I want to try him again.
All right. But this time, keep your heels out of his flank. You stayed on him one time longer, Cheyenne. You want to try him again?
No, that horse doesn't like me.
Well, we'll forget about riding for the time being. Cowhand's got to learn how to rope.
That's a lasso. Give it here. I'll show you how to bust a steer.
Oh?
First, you tie one end of the rope around your waist. Then, you open the loop at the end like this.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's good. Now, you stay right here, and I'll go get a steer and let him out of the chute. You can rope him.
How big a steer?
Oh, just about your size.
Those aren't steers. Those are calves. Little dogies.
Well, you just go ahead and try and rope him.
I'll show you.
Mr. Jones, you're aiming at the wrong end. Come here. You go up and climb up on that fence over there and drop the loop over their head.
That's not the proper way to do it.
Well, it's the proper way for a cowhand on foot. Now, you go climb up. Go on.
Okay.
Are you all set?
Yeah.
I'll shoe one by for you. Come on, Dougie. Go on.
Ow, it burns my hands.
Untie the rope. Whoa, boy.
Now, let's see. First, you tie the rope around your waist.
Well, I thought that was the way you
Now,
did.
look, you can't rope and you can't ride. What can you do?
I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Well, a good cowhand can always eat. But you're a little dirty. Gotta get you scrubbed up first.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
This water's too cold. I'll get pneumonia.
It's good for you.
No! It's too cold. Oh!
Now, you know what that is?
It's a farm tool of some kind.
Well, in Kansas, we call it a hoe. This is what you do with it. Now, you try it.
Not me. That's hard labor.
No work, no eat.
But it has nothing to do with being a cowhand. They don't chop down weeds with hoes.
Yes, they do. They clean the corrals with pitchforks, too. They squat on dirty cows and burn their hide with a branding iron. Hard labor. Well, you ought to see what they look like after a week of riding in the brush and alkali dust on a roundup. They stink, Mr. Jones. I got no more time to waste on you. You go buy your lunch from the jailer.
Hi, Marshal.
Hi, Sam.
Message came a while ago from Mr. Murdoch.
Uh-huh.
That New York business.
Oh, read it to me, will you?
No Timothy Jones registered at Fifth Avenue Hotel.
Thanks.
Mr. Jones, come on in here.
Now, we may be country jakes, but at least we try and tell the truth. I've even taken the word of an outlaw killer like Ben Thompson, and he kept it, but I can't take yours. There's nobody registered by the name of Timothy Jones at the Fifth Avenue Hotel. They've never heard of him.
All right, go ahead.
No.
I'd rather be spanked than listen to you call me a liar and no good brat.
All right, then. What's your father's real name?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
You telegraphed and then you sent detectives after me. I'm not going home. I hate it there.
All right, you hate your home. I still have to know where you live.
Look, I obeyed you. I took a bath. I tried to stay on that horse. I got dragged by a dogie and I hoed weeds. It's more than I did for anybody else. Now I'm through with you.
Mr. Jones, sit down. You happen to be a runaway boy, and the law says it's my job to get you home. Do you understand that?
Can't do that if I won't tell you where I live.
All right. You take this note over to the clerk at the Texas house. Here's the key to my room. Get yourself a bite to eat, and you stay at the hotel. Tim, when I get off work, we'll have a long talk.
When'll that be?
8 or 9, maybe later. I'm trusting you to stay there.
I'll run away.
No, you won't.
How do you figure that?
Most kids want to be good. You can't be any different than the rest of them. Sure, you want to be a cowhand. You want to follow Ned Buntline's Wild Westers. But why run away from home to do it? Got plenty of time for that when you grow up. Why make such a secret out of where you live? Your father can't be that bad.
I'll see you at the hotel, Mr.
You sure you saw the kid go in here?
Yeah, he ate by himself and then he went out.
Good evening. Railroad detectives, Hannibal and St. Joseph. What can I do for you? You got a lad about 14 years old staying here?
He's a nice-looking boy. He's about that tall. Brown hair, blue eyes.
Oh, yes, Timothy Jones. He's in care of Marshal Earp.
Timothy Jones? Where can we find him?
You better talk to Marshal Earp. He's usually here by now.
Thank you. We'll be back.
That you, Mr. Earp?
No, it's Mr. Davis, the clerk.
Oh.
2 railroad detectives were just here. They asked about you.
What'd you tell them?
I told them they should talk to Mr. Earp. But he asked me to make sure you stayed in the hotel.
Thank you, sir. I'll stay right here. Turn me loose! Mr. Earp will fix you!
The Cowtown sheriff better keep his nose out of this.
Mr. Earp! Help me!
Hold it! Let him go.
You keep out of this.
We're railroad detectives.
They're kidnapping me.
Well, I don't care who you are. You're under arrest.
Yeah? Hold it!
Kill them both, Mr. Earp.
You get back to the hotel and stay there. Go on.
Yes, sir.
All right, go pick up your friend. Go on. You'll be sorry for this. That's Big Tim Callahan's son.
And who is Callahan? He's the president of the Hannibal St. Joe Railroad. You're in trouble, you stupid jayhawk.
Yeah? Start him over to Doc Fabrique's office. Hey, where's Callahan from?
Chicago. He headed here in his private car. Or did you refuse to let his men wire him?
No, they wired him.
Look, this is serious, my friend.
Look, I happen to think I'm right.
Morally, yes, but you rousted that kid of his around, buffaloed one of his men, and shot the other one. Lord knows what Callahan will accuse you of.
Hey, that reminds me.
What?
I promised to have a talk with this kid.
Now, wait. I think you and I should have a talk with Judge Jewett and Mayor Hope. This is more important.
Well, I happen to think that the boy is a lot more important than the old man. The boy's the one that's got the real trouble. You hate everybody, don't you? First you take a shot at me, and then you want those detectives killed, now your father. What has your dad done to you that you're so willing to turn into a little tramp?
Everybody's against me. The old man most of all. So I'm against them.
Why do you think your father's against you?
You don't even know me. It's never home. He believes my stepmother. Everything she says is right.
Your stepmother's against you, huh?
She hates me. Every time my dad hires a teacher I get along with, she waits until Dad's on a trip and then she fires him.
Does your dad travel a good deal?
Most of the time. Then the servants keep me locked up in that big old house.
Well, that's not enough reason to go around hating people, Timmy.
It's not, I thought I wanted to be your friend once, but you're just like all the rest.
It's a RW outfit. You stay away from that window.
Those hoodlums won't shoot at Tim Callahan. I don't care about you, mister. My team is worth $300. I'll pay for the team. Go back to the barn. That's fine with me.
Look out, Dad!
When are you guys going to learn to work together, you fools? Put on your guns. Come on.
I'll take care of this. You and the boys hustle those men in. Go on. Let me see that arm, Timmy.
Who are you?
Now try and stand up. That's it. Let's take it easy. What's your name? Let me see. Now we better go see Doc Fabrique.
I'm Tim Callahan. This is my boy.
You almost ran him down. What are you trying to do, run those horses into gunfire?
Mind your own business.
Don't get sassy with Mr. Earp, Dan.
Wyatt Earp, I thought so. You're the cowtown
Don't move
genius.
that arm any more than you have to. And just keep your right hand on it. Doc's office is just up the street.
Don't you ignore me. I haven't started in on you
Stop
yet.
jabbering. I'm going to start in on you. Now pick up the boy's hat and let's go. Come on, Timmy. Take it easy.
I'm the boy's father. You understand? I'm his father. So I arrive at Wichita, and what do I find? Excuse me. A gun battle waging on the main street, and my son Timmy right in the middle of it. Two of my detectives in jail. One of them seriously wounded by Wyatt Earp. And when I offer a mild protest, Mr. Earp threatens me. Is this the way you run things in your town? Your detectives resisted arrest, Mr. Callahan, and your son refused to give his right name and address. My time is valuable, and I'm not going to waste it arguing in a small-time court like this. Oh, you're not? I demand that Earp be dismissed immediately. Your wishes are not law in Wichita. All right. Then I charge Earp with cruel and inhuman treatment of my son, if you haven't any law against that. And then I'll bring suit against the city for civil damages. I'm going to sue you for $50,000. Hold on. Cruel and inhuman treatment of a child is punishable under our criminal code. Well, well. I'm astonished. This court is not interested in your personal reaction. Have you any testimony to present against Marshal Earp? I most certainly have. Mr. Becker and Mr. Dean tell me that Earp forced my son to ride a dangerous horse, that he tied him to a steer and allowed the steer to drag him around, and then forced him to hoe weeds in the jail yard for hours. These are the facts, Your Honor.
That's all wrong, Judge. It's not the way it happened. It's all a pack of lies.
Now, son, you keep out of this. Order. Step over here, young man.
Yes, sir.
Well, surely you're not going to listen to a mere child, an irresponsible lad who doesn't...
Sit down, Mr. Callahan.
Move over.
Sit down here, son. Now, Timmy, suppose you tell the court whether you've been treated cruelly or inhumanly by Marshal Earp.
No, sir, I wasn't.
Did he force you to ride a dangerous horse?
No, it was all part of the cowhand school.
Cowhand school?
Mr. Earp runs it for spoiled kids who leave home and think they'd like to be cowhands.
Oh, I see.
Well, the horse and the little calf, they were all part of the lesson. Hoeing weeds was part of it, too. But the best part is, after Mr. Earp gives you the acid test, he treats you like a man. He trusts you. He doesn't let servants lock you up or put detectives on your trail.
Then you have no complaint of the way you've been treated since you've been here?
No, sir. Can I stay here with Mr. Earp? Please, Judge. Couldn't Mr. Earp adopt me or something?
Timmy, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. Mr. Earp doesn't hate me. I lied to him and acted fresh. But he doesn't hate me. That's all I want, just not to be hated.
Timmy, I don't hate you. I love you. Why would you say such a thing as that? All I've ever wanted to do is to protect you and keep you from harm. Mr. Earp, I don't know how to say this, but I hope you forgive me. I didn't mean what I said. Sometimes a man just doesn't quite understand.
With the court's permission, I think that Mr. Callahan, Timmy, and I can work this out together.
Very well. Court's adjourned.
I think this horse likes me now. That's the secret, huh, Mr. Earp?
Oh, the secret is that you like the horse.
I sure do. As soon as my arm gets well, I'm gonna learn how to ride him just like Mr. Earp does. I think it's time Dad learned how to rope little dogies. Don't you, Marshal Earp?
That's right.
All right, Timmy. Just how do you go about roping one of them dogies?
Well, it's simple. First, you tie the rope around your waist.
This one?
Yes.
All
Huh?
Tie the rope around him, Mr. Erb.
Well, okay.
Now I'll let a little doggy out, and you sit on the fence, Dad, and then you drop the loop around the doggy's neck. Okay?
All right.
I'll let the little doggy out.
Right up here, huh? That's right. Right up there. Well, it seems very simple to me.
Oh, it is. It's very simple.
I'll get him the first time out. Turn that doggy loose.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp's greatest distinction as Marshal of Wichita, Kansas, was based on the fact that in 100 showdowns with armed lawbreakers, he preferred to disable an opponent rather than shoot to kill. But George Peshour, a renegade of such villainy that he was expelled from the Thompson gang of outlaws, managed to anger Wyatt into a killing temper. On the western frontier of 1875, Marshal Earp was considered reckless and foolishly quixotic to spare outlaws' lives at the risk of his own. And in the case of George Peshour,
All right, men. Check in your guns quick. When Earp shows up, nobody knows nothing about this hoorah. I'm in town on business. But Rawhide and Deacon Earp, that's my pleasure.
I beg your pardon. Are you by any chance Mr. George Peshour?
That's right. You must be that English fella.
Oh, you can tell?
Now, don't worry about it, son. Time you spent a couple of months on that spread you figured on buying, you look like a cowman same as anybody else.
I shall try to be, Mr. Peshour.
What do you say? Let's go in and get a drink.
Thank you. I'd like...
Well, if it isn't our Miss Prim.
Sorry. We haven't one vacant room.
Oh? Is your bar filled up, too? Come along, mister. I don't believe I remember your name from the letter.
Evatt. Rodney Evatt. I don't like the name Miss Prim. Do you mind if I call you Miss Primrose?
The guest is always right.
Nobody ever gets anywhere with her, son. She's a mama's girl, proper and prim.
Well, I've been here 2 days, and this is the first time she's spoken. I thought customs were a little bit more breezy out here in Western America.
Well, you didn't speak to me.
Well, that's true, but I thought the lady was supposed to speak first.
Hello, Mr. Pershaw.
Hello, Deacon. Son, this is Deacon Wyatt Earp, the big law and order man in this town.
Marshal Earp, I've heard a lot about you.
Who did that shooting just now?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't, huh? You're a liar. You still want to say you don't know anything about it?
Look, Earp, you run it over me and Chad Pierce once in Ellsworth. Don't try it here. Now, you didn't see this shooting. Try and find a witness that'll say they saw me.
You're still a liar.
Now, gentlemen. Aren't those fighting words here in Western America? Come on, son. We got business to talk over. He's wearing guns. I'm not.
I'll say that I saw him.
Did you, Miss Gordon?
No. But if it'll help you put him in jail, well, I'm morally certain that he and his crowd did it.
So am I. But you stay out of this. Mr. Bishar is a real nasty man. Is that, Englishman a friend of his?
I don't know. Mr. Evett checked in yesterday.
Well, they couldn't be friends. Mr. Evett looks like a newcomer to me.
Yes, he is.
Well, I guess he's over 21. Say hello to your mother for me.
Mr. Earp.
Look, there's nothing I can do, Miss Cora.
But you know that man's going to cheat Mr. Evett in some way. Why isn't Peshar the one that Ben Thompson refused to ride with anymore?
Yeah?
Then Mr. Evett's in real danger.
Well, he's liable to be bilked out of some money, yeah.
Well, can't you warn him or tell him that...
Look, the British are as stubborn a group as we have. A lot of them have bought ranches in Texas and Arizona territory. If they've been cheated, they kept their mouths shut and worked their own way out of it. Don't you worry about him. He'll be all right. You just help your mother take care of this hotel.
Now, these two sections have year-round grass. The little stony creek runs right through the middle of the place.
Well, it sounds ideal for cattle.
She'll carry 5,000 head, easy.
Well, where do I buy the cattle?
From the same place you buy the ranch. George Peshawar and Company.
Good. Oh, that simplifies matters. I'd like to see the place. Could we ride down there today?
Well, not today, son. It's 150 miles.
100? Well, that would be a bit of a gallop, eh?
I say, young chappie, you must be a blinking Britisher.
Why, yes, I am.
Fancy that. And how's your fuddy-duddy old queen?
You take that back and apologize to my friend.
I'm apologizing to no one. Kings, queens, or even you.
No. No, he's mine.
Nor you.
Stop it!
I'll fix you.
No! Mr. Earp!
You killed him.
I had to. He'd have got you.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Thank you, man, for saving one's life is a...
No, forget it, son.
I won't forget it, Mr. Peshawar. I won't forget it. This man tried to shoot me. My friend here shot him first. Is that the way it happened?
Mr. Evett and the cowhand were fist fighting. Then Mr. Evett knocked him down and he drew a gun from the rack. Mr. Peshawar shot first.
With what?
With this?
You're under arrest.
For saving my friend Evett?
No, for not checking this.
Marshal, it's obvious that...
There'll be an inquest. You can tell your story then. Men, pick him up and carry him to Dr. Fabric's office.
He doesn't need a doctor. He's dead.
Dr. Fabric is also our coroner. Come on, we'll take a walk over to the jail.
That marshal out of his mind. Mr. Peshawar saved my life, and now he's being arrested. It doesn't make sense.
Well, you're the one who's addled.
Addled? Oh?
Peshawar's a killer. Why, he didn't care about saving you. He saw a chance to kill a man, and he took it.
I beg to differ with you. And now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go bail for Mr. Peshawar.
Wait. Just answer one question. Please.
Of course.
Is Peshawar trying to sell you something?
A ranch and some cattle? You American woman. It's amazing.
Cora.
Yes, Mother.
Lock the door. Lock the door. Oh, this is dreadful. Right in our own lobby. Oh, we never should have bought this hotel. And you, poor child, had to see it. I don't see how you managed not to faint.
Now, Mother, you know I never...
What's to become of us? And of this hotel?
Just business as usual, Mother.
Oh, Cora, how can you be so calm? A shooting right in our lobby.
But it's going to be a lot worse.
What?
I just finished talking to Jed, and he said that...
Jed?
One of our bartenders, Mother.
Oh, yes, Jed. He's one of our bartenders.
Yes. He said that Mr. Everett is going to buy a ranch and a lot of cattle for 10,000 pounds. Why, Mother, that's almost $50,000.
Oh, well, that boy has an extremely rich family in England if he wants to buy a ranch.
But, Mother, he's dealing with George Peshawar.
Oh. Oh. Is he the man who shot the other man?
Yes.
Oh, but the ranch deal, Cora, that's simply a business transaction. What on earth's worrying you?
Jed says the ranch isn't any good, and that most of the cattle was stolen.
Oh, dear.
We can't let Peshawar cheat Mr. Everett.
What can we do about it?
Mother, I want you to go to Mr. Earp. Ask him to investigate this.
Me? Oh, Cora.
But he'll listen to you. And then we can get Jed to tell him about Peshawar's ranch and the cattle.
Oh, no. No, that's quite impossible. It wouldn't do at all.
Well, why not?
Well, it just wouldn't, that's all. Mr. Peshawar might think we were interfering and...
Well, it just isn't a matter that a lady can discuss.
All right. I'm not a lady.
Cora! Oh, I didn't
Here's the bail money for my friend. I don't know much about your American law, Mr. Earp, but I have the distinct impression that it follows most of the English statutes. Or am I in error?
No, Mr. Everett, you're not in error. We derive from English law.
Then any offense less than murder is bailable.
True. But killing a man in a gunfight is murder, technically.
I say now, Mr. Earp, that's not quite cricket. You heard Miss Cora admit...
Mr. Everett, your friend's going to stay in jail until a coroner's jury exonerates him.
Then it's obvious there's bad blood between you and Mr. Peshawar.
Look, he's a killer, a cheat, and a rustler. Or I could use more profane terms if you'd like.
I suppose you have proof of what you say.
Yeah, I caught him cheating at poker once.
Well, that's only your word.
Do you doubt my word?
Mr. Peshawar defended me at the risk of his own life. I think I should defend him. Seems to me I'm obliged, you know. Yes, I think you're a liar.
Marshal Earp, what happened?
We had a bit of a row.
Why did you pick on him? Peshawar's the one that ought to have his head knocked off.
It was a beautiful right punch. Maybe I should have called you out with revolvers.
Are you good with them?
Not too bad. I shot for England at the Bisley matches. Miss Primrose. I am sorry. I vaguely remember the scent of perfume, but I thought I was in the land of dreams.
You still are if you plan to deal with George Peshawar.
Oh? You agree with Mr. Earp?
Yes. If you'd only listen, you'd understand
I'm
why...
sorry. I'm being stubborn, I know. It's a bad habit with us British. We're loyal to our friends.
Well, I tried, Miss Cohen.
But Jed says the ranch is no good, that the cattle were rustled.
Mr. Everett should demand proof in writing. Why are you so concerned?
Well, it's nothing personal. It's just that he's a guest at the hotel, and, well, we always look after our guests.
Now, well, take my advice and forget it.
You mean just stand by and watch a visitor being cheated out of $50,000?
Miss Cora, if he goes through with the deal and finds out that he's being swindled, he can always swear out a warrant against Peshaw and sue him. Besides, there are an awful lot of Englishmen. Why don't you find yourself a smart one?
Why, Mr. Earp, you don't think I'm interested in Mr. Everett?
Yes, I do. Now, look, I told you back at the hotel to stay away and not make trouble with Peshaw. Young England is going to stick with him to the last ditch. He'll break your heart.
Good day, Mr. Earp.
We sure made a monkey out of Earp. Justifiable homicide. Even old Dr. Bink gave him what for.
I waits for the coroner's time.
Hey, I've been waiting to ask you. Where'd you get that bruise on your jaw?
Oh, a bit of a shandy-gow.
Earp, he done it?
Well, it's all over now. I suggest we forget about it.
No, we won't forget it. Hey, Deacon. Big John Law. Punching my young friend Everett.
You want to make that your business?
I want this young man to know that you're not a fair sample of an American. When you're not wearing your guns, you're as yellow as a buzzard's beak.
I'll take them off.
Now, leave them on. And when you and I meet, I'll be wearing mine.
You do that.
Is Mr. Earp afraid of you?
You saw the way he acted, didn't you?
Didn't seem afraid to me. Looked like he was trying to hold his temper.
Just bluff, son, bluff. When I'm wearing my guns, the man that's not afraid of me is a fool or an idiot. Now, come on. Let's go wet our whistle. Talk about that cattle spread. Well, Miss Prim.
I'll be with you in a moment, Mr. Peshaw.
No hurry at all, young man.
I'd like a word with you, if I may, Miss Gill.
Why, certainly. Is something wrong with our service?
No, but there is something wrong with me.
Oh?
It's really quite important. Could we go into your parlor?
Well, just for a moment. Mother's busy in the dining room, and I have to watch the desk.
Just for a moment. I'm afraid I'm a stubborn coot.
Quite.
But you and Mr. Epp wouldn't have warned me against a man unless you had what seems to you a good reason.
No, we wouldn't.
Well, what is the reason?
Thought you had a tight hobble on that Britisher.
What do you mean?
Just straight into the parlor with Cora Gill.
He'll be running back in here for a drink to warm him up after he's talked to her for 5 minutes.
And Mr. Earp says that you should ask for proof of everything in writing. I haven't any proof.
You must think me quite a simpleton. I had no intention of buying from Mr. Peshaw sight unseen.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that.
You see, the ranch was listed with Higby and Pelham in London. They're quite reliable brokers. He sent me a complete description of the ranch with photographs.
Well, it's your money, Mr. Everett.
But I must look at the ranch, you know. I mean, in justice to Mr. Peshaw.
Tell me, do you plan to take much cash with you?
I have given you a dreadful impression of stupidity. No, I carry a Bank of England drops.
You're not stupid.
Now, isn't that odd?
What?
Well, how happy I feel just to hear you say, I'm not stupid. It's quite true, you know. I've been in love with you for the last half hour at least.
Longer than that.
Really?
Excuse me, Miss Cora. Mr. Peshaw wants to see Mr. Everett right away.
I'll tell him in a few minutes.
No. No, he mustn't get the idea
You're
that...
quite right. You wait right here. I've got much more to say to you.
And I've got a lot to think about.
You wanted to see me? The paper just came out with a bad weather report for tomorrow. Oh? I think we'd better hit the trail, son. We can cross most of the creeks before the rains flood them.
Well, when would you want to leave?
Right away.
I'll have to go upstairs and pack my gear.
Oh, I'm sorry to rush you this way, but when it rains this time of year, that trail gets mighty bad. Earp and his fool laws.
Oh, Miss Cora, there's bad weather coming up. Mr. Peshar thinks we ought to go for the ranch right away.
No. No, please don't go with him.
Hey, what is this?
Well, Cora and I have an understanding.
What's the idea of telling him not to go with me?
You're a cheat. And a crook.
You've been listening to Wyatt Earp, huh?
Now, look, let's not have any of this.
I'll ask her. What else does Earp say?
Earp doesn't say anything. I say it.
Why, you stay out of this. I think not.
No, he'll shoot.
Fuck you. I want Earp.
Where are you going?
I left my gun in my room.
You, going after him? Why don't you let me and the boys take the shower?
You offered me the fight.
But you're too sore at him, Wyatt. You might kill him.
That's right.
No, sir.
Oh?
A lot of folks heard Peshawar rawhide you. If you kill him, folks gonna say it was a grudge fight. You've been up against a lot of men as bad as Peshawar, and only wounded him or buffaloed him.
Well, this is different.
Why is it different?
Because Peshawar really hates me. The rest of them were just drunks or killers paid to do a job. Men in a corner like Ben Thompson. I just can't risk winging Peshawar.
But he'll be the first man you ever killed.
Well, there's always got to be a first.
Oh, no, you're not.
It's my job.
It's not your job. The fight's between him and Mr. Earp.
No, it's my fight.
You can't do anything with a gun. Mr. Earp's been in 100 fights. He can take care of Peshawar. You let him handle this.
No. A man must shoot his own tigers.
Well, you can't love me and do this.
I love you very much.
Barney, you seen Wyatt Earp?
No. Guess I reckon he's over to jail. Do you want to see him?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see him.
Keep away from me. Get out of range.
Mr. Ennis, stay out of this. I don't want you, stupid. I want Earp.
No, I'm your man. I don't know the etiquette of these things, Mr. Peshawar. I advise you to go for your gun.
All right. I'll take both of you.
Why'd you butt in?
Well, it's my job. He's not dead, is he?
No. Where'd you aim?
Shoulder shot?
You hit him in the chest. Why don't you aim for the heart?
Well, I had to spare his life. He saved mine, you know.
All right. Take him on over to Doc Fabric's office. Give me your gun.
Oh. Of course.
There, dear, there's no need to carry on so. I told you, if we had stayed in Chicago... Oh, if we'd stayed in Chicago and I'd married Mr. Donaldson. Stop it! Stop it! Now, dear, if you had just listened to me... Oh, that English boy, did he get hurt?
No, ma'am.
Oh, thank heaven. There you see, Cora, now everything's going to be all right. Oh, I begged him not to go, but he went anyway.
Mr. Evatt's a fine man. I think he saved Mr. Peshar's life twice.
Saved his life twice?
Well, he didn't kill him, and he kept me from temptation.
Well, then, what did happen to Mr. Peshawar?
Well, he'll live. He got shot in the chest. Miss Cora, I told you there were an awful lot of Englishmen, but I think you ought to stop looking.
Did you put Rodney in jail? Have you no shame? A man who went out to meet a desperado. A man who might have saved your life. A man... Rodney. Oh, Rodney.
Oh, Mr. Earp, you had him up your sleeve all the time. You know, he's so much like that boy in Chicago. Why, you know, I don't mean that Mr. Donaldson, no, but there's that other boy.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When Marshal Wyatt Earp moved on to Dodge City after taming Wichita, he found that Dodge was a right mean little town. The phrase right mean little town is frontier understatement. Dodge City in 1876 was tougher than Ellsworth, Wichita, Hayes, or Abilene at their worst. 2 months was a long time for a marshal to last in Dodge. In less than 2 years, 85 bodies had been planted in the town cemetery, known as Boot Hill. It was called Boot Hill because its residents died with their boots on. The gamblers, the painted ladies, and the gunfighters of Dodge were betting that Mr. Wyatt Earp would be the next occupant of Boot Hill.
There's many a gallant man struck down by an outlaw's hand, buried there on Boot Hill. And under the same blue sky, both evil and good men lie, side by side on Boot Hill. Once they shared the earth with free men, but they learned to hate and kill. Now they share the earth with dead men on Boot Hill. So traveler, walk with care, or you and those boots you wear may tomorrow be in their company, lying cold and still on Boot Hill.
Al Treadway, killed by Marshal William Rivers
No more rivers to cross.
Oh, howdy.
Howdy.
You related to the deceased?
Oh, no, I'm just coming into town. Thought I'd stop by. This is your Boot Hill, huh?
That's right, mister. I'm Pete Bradshaw. I'm the sexton. I guess that's what you'd call it, but mostly I just dig graves.
You got a funeral today, huh?
Well, it ain't certain. The boys told me to get a grave ready. They aim to kill this new marshal that's coming here, Wyatt Earp.
Oh?
Yeah. You see, they chased Jack Allen, that's the old marshal, out of town. So George Hoover, that's the mayor. So George up and he hires this Wyatt Earp by telegraph. Seems like this here fella Earp made a big reputation in Wichita. Yeah. I reckon this is big enough for Earp.
Well, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh, you know Earp?
Hmm.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's about, well, I'd say just about my height.
Well, you'd run to about 6'1"?
Just about.
6 inches I'll have to add onto this grave. Sure glad you come along, Mr.
Earp.
Yeah, Earp. Huh? You joking with me?
Well, I never joke in cemeteries, Mr. Bradshaw.
But you're just a young fella. You ain't hardly more than a boy.
Guess I kind of aged fast.
I kind of put my foot in it, didn't I?
Don't worry about it.
It's seeing you're such a good sport. I'm going to give you a tip.
Huh?
Don't walk down Front Street. That's the main drag. They'll be laying for you along Front Street.
They will, huh?
Yeah. Hoover and the deputies are holed up in the jail. That's on the plaza. So you go down one of the side streets and kind of sneak in the back door of the jail. That's my advice.
Thank you, but aren't you kind of talking yourself out of a good job?
Well, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else. And this hole ain't gonna run away. Well, good luck, Mr. Earp.
Thank you, Mr. Bradshaw. I'd say you might make that about 6 inches wider, too. I like a lot of elbow room.
Wyatt Earp. I'd like to talk to Mayor Hoover. You're talking to him. And you got here just in time. That's the Big T outfit. They've got two of my best men, Tillman and Bassett, holed up in the depot. Come on in, Mr. Earp.
Well, thank you, sir, no.
What?
Well, all I want right now is my appointment as marshal and the star that goes with it.
Well, the telegram I sent you was your appointment, and here's your star. What's all the rush?
Well, I gotta take a little walk down Front Street. I understand the boys are expecting me, and I kind of hate to disappoint them.
What about Tillman and Bassett?
Oh, that can wait for a half hour or so. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. See you soon. I hope.
Tall man with the star. It must be Wyatt Earp. We're ready. Wyatt Earp's in town. Wyatt Earp is in.
Hey, you Wyatt Earp? That's right.
Take care of your friend.
Stop moaning. You're not hurt that bad. Here, plug it up with that. Go see the doc. Hold it!
Go pick up your friends.
Bushwhackers.
Anybody else that doesn't like the new marshal?
Who done that?
I did. Wyatt Earp, all right. Rusting Front Street's a waste of time. Why don't you go over to the depot? There's a little war on.
It'll keep.
I've never seen anything like that before. Took a lot of nerve walking Front Street alone.
It was a little foolhardy, Mr. Mayor, but I had to do it. If I'd let those boys think I was scared of them, I might as well climbed on the first train out of here. They were all my deputies.
They ran. Wichita isn't like this.
Used to be.
Not quite, Mr. Earp. Do you really know what our position is at the present time?
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
We've got just two good men on our side. Charlie Bassett and Bill Tillman. And they're the sheriff and the chief deputy, not city peace officers.
Yeah, I've heard of Bassett and Tillman. They're two of the best.
The big T outfit's been hoorahing Dodge since last night. They cornered Bill and Charlie in the depot. I don't know how much longer they can hold out.
I better get down there.
No, they've got the place surrounded by at least 30 men.
I'm just going to take a look around. There's a job you can do, Mr. Mayor. You think you can find a couple of good men in Dodge to help us?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Well, come on. Things can't be that bad. What about Dog Kelly and Chalk Beeson?
They run saloons, Mr. Earp.
Dog Kelly used to be a top sergeant in the Army. You tell him I want 6 or 8 special deputies.
I hate to be beholden to Kelly.
Now, look, Mr. Hoover, I didn't take this job to pass moral judgment on men like Kelly. When you got cowhands on a stampede, you don't appeal to the Ladies' Aid Society for help. You get tough men that know how to handle a gun.
All right, Marshal. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. I'll be back in 15 minutes. You have me some deputies.
Bassett! Tillman! Hold your fire! Who was that fella?
Wyatt Earp.
What does he say?
He says to hold on and not try to make a run for it. He says he'll be back in 20 minutes with enough help.
Enough help? What's he got, an army?
He's a good man, Charlie. I'm for taking his word.
Hey, Tillman, Bassett, come out with your hands up. Come on or we'll fire the depot.
How many cartridges you got left?
A couple of dozen.
They won't last 20 minutes.
All right, get the torches.
Listen, Kelly. Earp says it'll take only 6 or 8 good men. He's sure he can handle it with that many.
Earp must have let his head swell in Wichita.
He calmed down Front Street, didn't he?
Front Street ain't the big T outfit. Earp's got nerve, but he lacks judgment. I did.
Mr. Kelly won't throw in with us, Marshal.
Oh? I thought you had an honorable discharge from the Army, Master Sergeant Kelly.
Now, don't you try to shame me into being a hero. I'm too old for that.
I see that now.
Oh, you do?
But I haven't got any time to argue with you. Are you going to get me those men?
No.
Well, you got a right handsome place here, Mr. Kelly.
Well, cost me a few thousand just to furnish the bar. I got some more stuff coming from the east.
Oh, that's too bad. And when that big T outfit gets done killing Bassett and Tillman, they'll start shooting up Front Street. Your place ought to be about first in line. Yeah, sure like those lamps. And then I think they'd go for the mirror.
No, wait a minute.
All right. You're going to get me those men and 50 sticks of dynamite.
How soon you want them?
5 minutes. Over at the jail. All right, and there's no sense trying to knock those big T's out of their ambush. We haven't got enough men, and it'd take too long.
All right, how'd you do it in Wichita?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Kelly, in Wichita, we never let things get this bad. Everybody there was right proud of their town.
Yeah? I got the best saloon in Kansas.
Now, are you going to brag about your saloon, or are you going to listen to my plan?
Go ahead.
I noticed the cattle pens behind the depot had a lot of steers in them. Who owned them?
Big T.
That's good. We'll dynamite the pens.
Dynamite the pens?
That's right. It's the only way to run out the big T's. They'll be so busy chasing steers, they'll stop shooting at Tillman and Bassett.
All right, but let me warn them what we aim to do first. Those boys are my customers.
Mr. Kelly, I don't care anything about your saloon trade. They're shooting at peace officers. Now, are you with me, or do I go in there alone?
Earp, you're the most violent peace officer I ever met in my life. But we're with you.
Good. All right, all of you grab a couple of bundles.
Bassett! Tillman! Come on all over with your hands up!
How many we got left? Just 4 apiece, Charlie.
Earp's not coming. Let's go out and make these 8 shots count.
Come out or we'll fire the depot! All right. Get the choice. All right, you three, take the north side. You two come with me. You know what to do, let's go! Cover us. They're dynamiting the pen! They're dynamiting the pen! Come on, they're dynamiting the pen! Let's get 'em! Come on! Bassett, Tillman, it's Earp!
Don't worry about the big T's. They're out chasing steers.
I'm Sheriff Bassett. This is my deputy, Bill Tillman.
Howdy.
We're sure glad to see you.
You saved our hides, but you didn't make things too good for the town.
How's that?
What Bill means is the big T ain't gonna like chasing their stock all over the country. That was a right smart stunt, and we'll take what's coming, right, Bill?
Got no choice.
Being as I'm a stranger here, what is coming?
They'll tree old Dodge and burn it to the ground. Not much loss of that.
Oh, don't discourage the marshal. Maybe they'll be satisfied with just killing the 3 of us. Come on, Mr. Earp. That jail of ours be the best place to make a stand.
Mr. Mayor, I think this is all wrong.
All wrong?
When you hired me as the marshal of Dodge, I took for granted it was a town.
It is.
I'm sorry. Looks like a small fort in Apache country. Here we sit holed up while the big T's are making up their mind whether we're going to live or die.
I told you they wouldn't like it. Us dynamiting the cattle pens.
Why should we care what they like? They're just a bunch of lawless hoodlums.
Easy now, Wyatt.
Look, we're either the law or we're nothing.
But there's only so much we can do. Sure, I'm the sheriff of Ford County, and you're the marshal of Dodge.
And that'll be carved on the head markers.
You keep out of this, Bill. This fella's from Wichita, where it's been civilized for quite a spell. How old do you think Dodge City is?
11 or 12 years, how do I know?
4. In 1872, it was nothing but a tent camp and a few sod huts.
You can't make a city in 4 years, Wyatt.
And you can't go against an outfit like the Big T with a handful of guns. They outsmarted Bill and me. We went to the pens to check on rustled steers, and before we knew it, they had 30 Winchesters and Colts on us.
I warned them.
A cattle outfit like that is just a mob. Who heads up the Big T?
Gus Andrews, wouldn't you say, Bill?
He's their foreman and top gun.
How good is he?
Fast.
Planted 6 in Boot Hill.
He's got a lot of extra help now, Wyatt.
Hey, Kelly and Hoover, I want to talk to you. Come on out here. Gus Andrews is plenty sore at you.
Is that so?
Yeah, he says you got to pay $20 a head for 9 steers. Also, he wants those pens rebuilt by noon tomorrow.
Hold it.
Yes, Sonny.
Gus Andrews isn't giving any orders to Mayor Hoover. You go tell Mr. Andrews that I want him for inciting a riot and for shooting at peace officers.
Oh, no.
Shut up! You tell Mr. Andrews to ride into Dodge alone and give himself up. If he's not here by sundown, I'm coming after him, you understand?
Don't make me laugh.
You still laughing?
No, sir.
When you get on your horse and tell Andrews what I said.
They got a grave waiting for you, Earp.
Yeah, we'll send flowers. I reckon Mr. Andrews isn't coming into town. So where can I find him?
Huh?
Where can I find Mr. Andrews?
I know, but I don't aim to tell you.
Charlie's trying to save your life.
Well, I'll ask around. Somebody ought to know where I can find the Big T outfit.
Don't you know it's suicide riding into the Big T outfit?
Maybe.
Bill, you talk to him.
No business of mine. Come on, it's your move.
You made a reputation for yourself in Wichita and Ellsworth. What good's that going to do you if you wind up on Boot Hill?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Bassett, I learned something in those towns. A mob isn't 20 men, 50 men, or 100 men. It's one man, its leader. In this case, it's Gus Andrews. That's why I'm going after him. Now, you can do me a big favor. Does Andrews have a high forehead or a low forehead?
Hi.
What brand of Stetson does he wear?
Pride of Texas, like all of Big T.
2-inch sweatband, huh? Thank you, sir. A pleasure meeting you, Mr. Tillman.
I'll be at your funeral. That big-headed Yankee show-off.
You going along?
Yeah.
If that Earp gets me killed, I hope somebody explains to my wife.
Where do they think they're going?
After Gus Andrews.
We ought to stop them.
No. Earp, Bassett, and Till. Well, there's a sight you maybe won't see again in your lifetime. 3 greatest peace officers ever lived.
San Antonio, we didn't have the trouble. These guys didn't want to.
What year was that?
1950.
Well, I don't know.
Which one of you is Gus Andrews?
I am.
I sent word for you to come into town. Did you get the message?
Sure, I got your message. But I figured you'd drop by for my answer.
The rest of you, drop your gun belts. Don't want to have to dig any further into Boot Hill. I said drop it!
Give me in with Gus. The other two are dead.
What about Gus?
He'll live. Just got a hurt head. Come on, give us a hand. Morning, Mr. Bradshaw.
Herb, I thought this was for you.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we had a little change in plans.
I just got word to dig another. Who are these two for?
Well, I don't know. Sheriff Bassett and Deputy Tillman are getting the names, and they're making the arrangements.
Was you in the fight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come you missed?
Just lucky, I guess. You know, one of these days we're going to have to close this Boot Hill section.
Close it? Why?
It's given Dodge City a pretty bad reputation. And anyway, as a new marshal, I don't think I could give you too much business.
You must be pretty poor hand with a gun.
I guess you're right. I always do manage to miss somehow.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
Why do we have to wait till Billy dies? Why don't we go kill Bat Masterson right now?
That won't be long one way or the other. If we lose Billy, Masterson will pay for it.
Yeah, but what if Marshal Earp decides to stick up for Bat?
Earp's just flesh and blood. A bullet will take him the same as anybody else.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien. The code of the frontier peace officer was a simple and unwritten law. You gave any man a chance to surrender. If he reached for a gun, you hit him on the head with the barrel of a .45, or you shot to disable him. Wyatt Earp, as Marshal of Ellsworth, Wichita, and Dodge City, followed this code to the letter, often at the risk of his own life. But young Bat Masterson, his new deputy marshal, had a lot to learn. Despite Wyatt's instructions, Bat was apt to get excited or trigger happy.
Go get Marshal Earp. Billy Jordan's on the prod. He'll hurt somebody.
And another thing, Mr. Masterson, sparking dance hall girls and being a deputy marshal, they just don't mix. Now, morals have nothing to do with it. It's just that I can't run an office like this with one of my deputies going around telling secrets to some fairy belle in a dance hall.
I don't tell him a thing, Wyatt.
No, not so far, but there's always the next girl.
Hello, Wyatt.
Al?
Some drunk cowhand shooting up the Long Branch. I'll take care of him.
Oh. Why don't you take Mr. Masterson along with you? The quicker he learns our methods, the better off he'll be.
Come on, Bat.
Will one shotgun be enough?
Oh, that'll be plenty. So Hal will scare him and you grab him.
Your cards are crooked. I don't need to squawk to Wyatt Earp. Everybody out! This place is closed! Here.
All right, Billy. You emptied your gun.
I got more bullets in my belt.
Drop it.
Oh, no. No, Johnny.
I got
No.
He was only bluffing. He's hurt pretty bad. You gotta get him over to Doc McCarty's office.
His gun was empty, so you shoot him in the back.
I didn't know that.
Well, never mind that. Give me a hand. Come on, somebody, give me a hand. Bat thought he was gonna shoot me.
You tell Earp I want to see him about this.
Yeah, all right, Mr. Beeson. Come on, Bat.
See what Earp has to say. Hired a trigger-happy kid for a deputy.
Mr. Beeson, I just came from the doc's office. He says Jordan has a chance.
Do you think Masterson did right?
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. But as a general rule, when a man is told to drop his guns, he better do it or he's asking for trouble.
Are you defending Bat?
I'm responsible for all my deputies.
Well, I just wanted to know. You see, I'm going to have to explain this to Billy Jordan's old man, his brothers, and his cousins. You're in trouble, Earp.
All right. If they want to talk to me, I'll be around. It's also a general rule, Mr. Beeson, that a customer checks his guns. How'd Jordan get so drunk that he waved a .45 in the face of a deputy with a shotgun?
So the main point is, Wyatt, that I knew Jordan wasn't going to shoot, but Bat didn't. He was standing behind the kid.
Thanks, Sal. Oh, make another check down at Doc McCarty's, will you?
Yeah.
All right, say it.
No, you say it.
I got excited, sure. Was afraid Jordan would cut loose at Hal.
Well, Mr. Masterson, we all make mistakes.
I don't think it was a mistake. I was playing it safe for Hal.
You could have shot Jordan in the arm or the shoulder.
When taking a chance, sure.
Look, we all take chances. I aim to wing a man instead of shooting to kill. Thought you knew what my policy was when you hired on here.
Yeah, well, I don't agree with it.
Oh, you don't, huh?
Look, you're lightning with a gun and dead accurate. You can't expect us deputies to take the same risks you run.
Hal didn't shoot, and he had more reason to fire than you did.
He might have got his head blown off, too.
No, he's had experience with drunks. You're under arrest, Mr. Masterson.
Arrest?
And don't leave the jail. Gonna have to find out what Jordan's relatives think about it.
Relatives?
That's right. They all have relatives and friends, Mr. Masterson. That's why we try not to kill people. How is he, Doc?
Well, he's still alive.
Did you get the bullet on?
No, it was awfully close to the heart.
Well, you think he'll make it?
Not unless that slug comes out. I've stopped the worst bleeding, but the bullet nicked a rib. It's probably jagged enough to cut an artery.
Well, you can operate, can't you?
I could, Wyatt, but, you know, working that close to the heart, maybe we'll have time to get a fine surgeon from Kansas City.
Hey, what about a Army surgeon from Fort Dodge? It's only about 25 miles away.
Not much chance of getting one, I'm afraid.
All right, boys.
Take off your gun belts. Hang them on your saddles.
Looks like some of Billy Jordan's folks.
I wish you'd ask him to stay outside for a while.
Yeah, I'll try it. Any of you Jordans?
We're all Jordans. My boy in there?
Yes, sir. But he's asleep. Dr. McCarty thinks you ought to wait a while.
Billy's still alive.
Yes, sir.
Tell me that one of your deputies shot Billy.
He was resisting arrest.
With an empty gun and his back turned?
Look, we know who it was. If Billy don't pull through,
Hold
we're
it,
gonna...
son. You ought to tell me you've been mighty decent in handling arrests. But I can't understand why you'd hire a young fellow like Masterson.
You want the honest truth?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson got excited and used poor judgment. But we've all made mistakes and...
Killing ain't just a mistake. If my boy loses out, so does Masterson.
That would be a mistake too, Mr. Jordan. I must warn you and your boys not to wear guns in this town.
We're not gonna wear them. Just gonna keep them handy.
You put Wyatt in an impossible situation. You'll be too loyal to fire you. He may even feel he has to back you up if it comes to a gunfight. Now, I'm sorry, but it seems to me that...
I'll quit. I'll turn in my badge.
No, you won't. Billy Jordan's still alive. You go on down and make your regular patrol.
Yes, sir. I thought I was under arrest.
I wanted to keep you here until I had a chance to talk to the Jordans.
But, Wyatt, it isn't only the Jordans. Public opinion
I know,
is...
sir. Go on.
Why don't you let him resign?
Because he has the makings of the top-notch officer. Legally, he was within his rights. I'm going to get a telegram off to Captain Benteen over at the fort. Maybe he'll send us a Army surgeon. Excuse me, sir. Hal? Hal?
Yes, sir.
Get this telegram off right away, will you?
If Doc McCarty can't save the boy, no one else can, and you know it.
It's a chance, sir.
Hang it all, Wyatt. You're carrying loyalty too far. The Jordans could gun Masterson, and any jury in Dodge would turn him loose.
Mr. Mayor, I don't defend what he did. I told Jordan's father I thought he made a mistake.
Then let him take his punishment.
You don't really mean that, sir. Besides, he's taking his punishment. He's taking it right now. Now, right now, Mr. Masterson is just about the lonesomest young man in the world.
Hello, Mr. Kent. How did Mr. Prentice? Gotta check the shotgun, Mr. Beeson. I was over at Doc McCarty's. He said Jordan's holding his own.
No thanks to you.
Now, wait a minute.
You finished your business here. Now get out of my place.
Eve Tuttle, where you been keeping yourself? Hey, now, Eve, we're supposed to be old friends. We rode trail together. Hi, Joni, Mildred. Where's Charlene? Look, Charlene, I've had enough of this. What's the idea of you hiding and giving me the cold shoulder?
I know Billy Jordan and his folks.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I couldn't help it. I thought he was going to shoot Hal.
Don't get me mixed up in it.
Mixed up in what?
In the fight that's coming between you and the Jordans.
They're not gonna.
Oh, yes, they are. If you've got any sense, you'll leave town before they come.
Run from them? Is everybody crazy?
You're the one who's wrong. I suppose you think Marshal Earp and the other deputies are going to stick up for you?
White will. That's all I need.
Get out of town, Bat. You'll live longer. I've got to go back inside.
Captain Bentine's sending an army doctor. Says he's a fine surgeon.
How long will it take him to get here?
A couple of hours if he's got a good horse.
You better have someone meet him on the trail with a fresh horse.
That much of a hurry? I'll get a man off before sundown.
An army doctor? Why?
We have to cut the bullet out, Mr. Jordan.
Will you cut it out? We're wasting time.
I'm not that good with a knife.
Look, Mr. Jordan, you let the doctor decide what he can do and what he can't do. See you later.
Hey. I'll send one of these boys to meet the army doc with an extra fast horse.
Dr. Perkins know you? It's going to have to be somebody he knows.
How's that?
Well, there's been a lot of outlaws riding that trace from the fort. You stay here, I'll send a man that he'll recognize.
Right away?
My horse and his own.
Oh, so you're trying to save young Masterson.
Dr. Perkins is going to try and help your boy. If he can't, I'll help Mr. Masterson.
You go get old man Jordan and his men. And bring your guns. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. All right, if you ain't moved by the time I count three... Hold it.
What are you going to do, go around shooting people just because they stare at you? We'll talk inside.
Yes, sir.
And lonesome on patrol, huh?
Yeah, and I'm not going to take any more of it. Where's Dad Jordan?
He's over at Doc's place.
All right. I'll have it out with him. No sense in dragging you into my fight.
Well, I'm already in it.
Thanks just the same. Here, I'm quitting.
Mr. Masterson, it's about time you really grew up. You made an error in judgment today, and a lot of people hate you for it. But when a grown man blunders, he doesn't try and cover it up with worse foolishness. A gunfight single-handed against 5 Jordans, huh?
What else? They're just waiting for Billy to die, then they come after me. I want it over with.
Killing a few Jordans and getting yourself killed?
I don't see that I got much choice.
You know Dr. Perkins over at the fort?
Sure, he fixed up my leg.
Well, the doctor's riding here to try and help Billy Jordan. I want you to take my horse and ride your own out there to meet him. It'll hurry the doc's getting here. Doc McCarty doesn't think Jordan has much time. Don't you owe Billy that much?
They'll come after me.
I'll gun the first one that tries it.
Well, then they'll all say you're fighting my fights.
They say you're a murderer. But you shot a man in the back.
Anything worse I can say?
No, sir.
Bet you give me 5 minutes for me and the boys get down to Doc Jordan. Then you hit the trail.
Masterson's trying to run out of town. He just galloped off from the jail.
All right, come on, we'll get him.
Hold it!
Take their horses and guns on over to the jail yard.
Your friend can't run far enough or fast enough.
He's not running. He'll be back. He went to get Dr. Perkins.
Us folks still have some legal rights, you know. I want to send one of these boys after Mayor Hoover.
Yeah, you can do that. In a half hour.
Go get him. Right now.
I said a half hour.
Howdy, Dr. Perkins.
That's Bat Masterson. My apologies for the gun, but I've been held up so many times.
Marshal Earp sent you his horse. Jordan's pretty bad off, Doctor.
We better be getting along, eh?
Right.
All right, Bat, we'll hustle.
We'll leave your horse at the way station down the road.
All right.
Let's ride. Come on.
And you get tough with Mr. Jordan here, whose son is desperately ill. I don't care what the provocation is. I'm not going to have the respectable citizens of Dodge rousted around by the marshal's office.
You're the mayor, Mr. Hoover.
Yes, I am. And I want you to return the property you seized from Mr. Jordan and his party.
The horses and the guns?
Yes, at once.
I told you, Earp, there's nothing you can do to save Masterson. And I thank you kindly, sir.
Not at all, Mr. Jordan. And Wyatt, I warned you.
Is he worse?
Yes. Shouldn't Dr. Perkins be here by now?
I figure another 15 to 20 minutes.
If Masterson really went for him.
You're going to get your horses and your guns. But if Mr. Masterson has to make a fight for it, he won't be alone.
I never thought he would be.
Wyatt, have you lost your head? This thing is bad enough without a gunfight between you and the Jordans.
You expect me to let one of my deputies get shot down with the odds 5 to 1 against him?
He was wrong.
Not wrong enough to die for it, sir. I've come within an inch of killing a few men myself. Now, I'll give the Jordans their guns back only because you ordered it. I'll give you my star and my job. But I won't give you a brother officer's life. Now, look, I've known Mr. Masterson a long time. But he's a newcomer to both of you, and I still say you can keep out of it.
We like the kid, Wyatt. He thought he had to shoot Billy Jordan to save me. Let's get over there.
Fine. But remember one thing. We stay out of it until we find out Billy makes it. The Jordans aren't going to do anything to Mr. Masterson if that surgeon can pull Billy through. All right, let's go.
I'll tie the horses.
So, you're Masterson. I'm Billy's father. Take him around there and set him down, boys, like Wyatt Earp did to us. We won't have long to wait.
Shouldn't we scatter and get them from both sides of the house?
No, they'd kill Bat. Oh, stupid fault for getting here late. You keep me covered. I'll try and keep them talking.
Raise him, Earp.
They're up, Mr. Jordan.
I ask you to keep out of it.
Well, I am out of it. Mr. Jordan's got the drop. You were wrong, weren't you?
Wrong?
Sure, he came back, brought Dr. Perkins, didn't he?
That didn't change nothing.
No. What if Billy pulls through?
Don't let him jabber, Dad. Take his guns.
I've got him covered. You take him.
No. You don't take my guns. Mr. Jordan, tell him to stand back.
Hold it, son. Are you aiming to make a fight of it? I could pull this trigger and drop you.
Well, you wouldn't be that stupid.
Why, you...
Mr. Masterson is a lonesome man right now. You could kill him and get away with it if your son dies. You drop me and you're going to hang.
Are you going to shut him up?
Shut yourself up. You're right, Mr. Marshal. I don't want to pull this trigger. All I want is for my boy to live. But if he don't, you're going to get it, and so is Masterson.
Go ahead and shoot me. Wyatt, don't go for your guns. You can kill 2 or 3 of them, but they'll cut you down.
Well, I know that. But Hal and Jack are just across the street. If they start this fight, there won't be a Jordan left alive except Billy.
He's bluffing, Dad. Pull the trigger or I will.
No. I'll do it.
What is all this? Which one of you is the boy's father?
I am. Is he dead?
No, we took the slug out. He's got a better chance to live than you have. Did you have to kill him, Marshal?
You can get off the first shot. But it better be awful good.
Doc, don't lie to me. Is Billy gonna pull through?
He'll live to bury you. Mr. Earp's patience isn't going to last much longer.
No, it isn't. Thanks, Doc. That was kind of close.
Let the Jordans thank me. Just for my own information, why didn't you go for your guns?
Well, he was an old man. A bunch of boys. Mr. Masterson, if I were you, I'd go in there and apologize to Billy Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Let me have your gun. Needs a nice, calm trigger finger.
Yeah?
Go tell the mayor we'll all be living for a while.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
I hear you got a private grudge against Wyatt Earp.
I sure have, Mr. Morris. Rousted my kinfolks, Manning Clements and his brother.
Why don't you go to Dodge and kill him? Used to be a sharpshooter, didn't you, with the Tennessee Brigade?
Yeah, old Betsy can get him at over 400 yards, but bushwhacking a Johnny Law, I don't know. Starts a posse chasing you. And...
$1,500.
What's that you say?
500 now and another 1,000 when you get Earp.
1,500. A lot of money. I'll give it a try.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, starring Hugh O'Brien. When George Morris raided Dodge City and was temporarily crippled in a gunfight with Marshal Earp and Deputy Bat Masterson, It was generally believed that George would make no more trouble. But in his lust for vengeance, Morris hired a sharpshooter with a buffalo gun to kill Wyatt from a distant ambush. Wyatt's enemies had often hired gunfighters to pick a quarrel with him and face-to-face kill the marshal in a showdown with .45s. But Morris's scheme was new and deadly. It presented Wyatt with an assassin hiding beyond six-gun range, an unknown stranger skilled at stalking buffalo and men.
You, Mrs. Hamble?
That's me. Who are you?
My name's Roof Hawes. Got a note here, Summers, from your brother.
You're dirty. You smell like a buffalo hunter.
Shut up and mind your manners. You'll have to excuse Annie Mae. She took after Paul. Never hear from George Morse until he wants a favor.
Uncle George, what to say? What to say?
Hush! Dump them clothes in the tub over there.
Yes, sir.
There's no room in the house. It wouldn't be proper nohow. I reckon you can batch in the barn.
Suits me. One thing, though, it can't get around that I'm here.
I ain't one to gossip, mister.
How about the kid?
Annie Mae? Annie Mae, come here.
Yes, sir?
This here's Mr. Hawes. He's a friend of your Uncle George.
He sure needs washing.
Never mind that. He's going to stay in the barn for a few days, and you're not to tell a living soul he's here, understand?
Oh. Is he on the dodge?
No, I ain't. You want to get cut?
No, sir, let go of me!
You tell anybody I'm here, and that's what'll happen to you.
I won't tell, mister.
No need of scaring the wits out of the child. She's got few enough as it is.
What I said goes for both of you. I aim to be friendly, and I'll pay good rent. But you better be scared and stay scared. I don't want to see nobody nosing around. Is that straight?
Suits me. He ain't joking. He would cut you.
Yes, sir.
You just make out like I wasn't here. We'll get along fine. Where I go and what I do ain't no concern of yours, right?
How much? Why, that's a whole month's washing almost.
So keep it a secret.
Yes, ma'am.
Mister!
Who is it?
The clerk. I thought I heard a shot and some glass breaking.
You did. Somebody took a shot at me. Go get Mr. Masterson.
Yes, sir, right away. Mighty big hole. Oh, I should have stayed in Chicago.
Hurry it up, will you?
Yes, sir.
This must have come from a rifle.
No, it's from a buffalo gun. Caliber .45-70. Might even be a .50 caliber. I think he fired from the roof of McGuire's warehouse. We'll go around the corner. You keep about 10 feet in back of me and watch for a muzzle flash.
Well, you set yourself up as a target? Well, that's darn foolishness.
You working for me?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
You hurt?
No. Stay low.
There are the footprints, but no empty shells.
He must be a buffalo hunter. They always reload their own cartridges. He took his shell cases with him. You know, I can't figure this. I was a buffalo hunter. I got along well enough with all the other hunters.
Somebody hired him to bushwhack you.
Yeah, must be.
You think he's given up?
That all depends on how bad he wants me.
Well, this is the worst yet. The skunk that throws lead at you from 300 or 400 yards.
And he didn't miss my much either. It's a good thing I was moving or he'd have got me. It's an awful good shot.
What are we going to do now?
Well, the buffalo hunter is used to shooting at a standing target, so I reckon I better keep moving fast. In the meantime...
You need a bodyguard, Wyatt.
In the meantime, you round up the rest of the deputies. Tour the town. Find out if any strangers came in.
I'm staying with you.
No. Any sharpshooter that can put a bullet through the crown of my hat from a block away isn't going to be bothered with any bodyguard. You could pick me off in a crowd of 20 men.
Wyatt, for gosh sake, why don't you hold up for a couple of days? Give us a chance to find him.
Because I can't. I can't leave town, and I can't hole up. But I tell you what I will do. I'll be real quick and nimble like. I'll get going.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Matheson. Yoo-hoo. Marshal up ain't at the hotel, and I look for you every place. This is yours, Mr. Ebbs. I'll put roses on yours, see?
Thanks, Anna Mae. How much?
Ma says $1.50, but you pay the 50, and I'll charge Marshal up the $1. He's rich.
You know, you're growing up with a lot of wrong ideas, kid. But I got no time for a Sunday school lesson.
$2? I ain't got change.
Well, you keep the $50. Delivery charge.
I don't want nothing extra. I just want, well, to be your best girl.
All right. You're my best girl.
Honest? Am I?
Cross my heart.
Any luck?
Nah. You went through that south side like lightning. My best girl brought the laundry.
Yeah, well, you stick to Annie Mae.
I don't know. I think I ought to teach that girl some moral training. And did you check all the hotels?
Yeah? None of their guests have ever been buffalo hunters. Well, a man couldn't walk down Front Street toting a buffalo gun without being noticed. I think he's an old-timer. Maybe a Johnny Reb who learned his snipe shooting in the war.
Well, what do we do next? Over there.
Picnic grounds. Go get the boys.
Charlie, Mac. You hit?
No, but he got Tony. Fine horse, and I'm going to miss him.
Well, just don't stand there. Let's get it. Wyatt, use your head. We're not going to let you walk into that ambush.
Plain suicide, Wyatt.
This isn't the way to do it, and you know it. We'll ring out all this side of town, house by house. But we'll do it, not you.
All right, we'll try it your way.
Been hunting?
Yeah. Thought I'd get me a rabbit.
Annie Mae says different. Somebody tried to kill Marshal Earp.
What's that got to do with me?
You can't stay here.
Has that kid been talking? Where's she at?
She's out delivering more washing. And don't get mean about this.
I told you both not
Don't forget George Morris is my brother.
And a fine, loving sister you are. Earp crippled both of George's legs, and Earp ain't nothing but a Yankee, nohow. You sticking up for him?
I'm sticking up for myself and Annie Mae. This is a little town, Mr. Hawes. Someone's gonna recollect that I'm kin to George. And it won't take 'em long to come snooping around out here.
What if they do?
I don't want no bullets flying around. Ain't you got sense enough to know it's time to clear out?
Not yet. I gave you 20. How about 40 more?
No. You could put me in jail for harboring a man like you. Now pack up and push along.
You don't know who you're getting sassy with.
Just wait till I tell George.
George knows all about things. Now, this'll be over by sundown. If I don't take care of my job, it'll cost me $1,000. And you know who I'll blame for it.
All right.
Better be.
But I still get the $40.
Sure.
Wyatt, Mayor Hoover.
Howdy, Mr. Hoover. I was just getting the search area narrowed down to the picnic grounds and the houses in the district.
Good. But you're relieved from duty.
What do you mean I'm relieved?
We're trying to save your life. You were shot at 4 times and your horse was killed. Now, I want Mr. Masterson and the other deputies to make that search.
Whoever he is doesn't get paid for killing us, Wyatt.
Well, there's no need to relieve me from duty. I already promised Mr. Masterson and the boys that they could handle it.
You promise not to go after this man?
Well, Mr. Mayor, I think I'll eventually have to go after him. But if there's another way, I'm willing to give it a try. You have my word.
It's about the best we can do, Mr. Mayor. Wyatt, a lot of Southsiders want to help. We'll have enough men to surround this whole area. We'll get him.
I sure hope you do, Mr. Masterson. Good luck.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Masterson! Yoo-hoo!
This is the layout
Where's
here.
Marshal Earp?
He's busy. You run along now, Anna Mae.
Ain't he going with you to catch the man?
Please, Anna Mae, don't bother me now.
I got a secret.
Later, not now.
Vamoose, young lady.
You'll be sorry.
Trot along home.
Now, we'll string out along this line here. The other deputies and I'll take each house and barn in the following order. We'll start right here. Miss Hamble?
Hello, Ben. Annie Mae with you?
No, ma'am. She was hanging around the jail. I thought she started home.
She's usually tagging after you.
She's all right. We're looking for the man that's been shooting at Marshal Earp with a buffalo gun. Seen any strangers around?
No, I ain't. You boys are welcome to look.
Shall I look through the barn?
Waste of time, Hal. I know Mrs. Hamble. You see a man skulking around, just holler.
I sure will, Ben.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anna Mae, did Mr. Masterson give you the money for the laundry?
Yes, sir, he paid me. I'm scared he'll get hurt.
Well, now, Mr. Masterson...
But it's all his fault. I offered him a secret. And he wouldn't even listen. Run home, little girl. That's what he said.
What kind of a secret?
So if he gets hurt or killed, it won't be my fault.
Why don't you offer me the secret?
I'm not your best girl.
Well, you're one of my best girls, Anna Mae. Anyway, you don't want anything to happen to Mr. Masterson, do you?
No, sir. There's a man living in our barn, a mean, dirty old man. He said he'd cut me if I told.
Well, I wouldn't let that happen to you, Anna Mae. You come on over here and tell me all about it.
Well, I will.
Good. Sit down.
$4. And you got to promise Mr. Masterson won't get hurt, and my mom won't get hurt, and you won't tell I told on Mr. Hawes.
It's a deal.
Well, no sign of anything, Bat. I think he left town.
It sure looks like it. We better report into White. If he wants more searching, we still have the daylight to do it. Come on.
Now, do you remember what you're going to tell Mr. Hawes?
Yes, sir. I'm to rush in all out of breath and say, I just seen Marshal Look going to the picnic grounds.
All by himself.
All by himself. Thanks for the $1. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, hey, what's the hurry?
Huh. You would listen. Marshal Earp listened to my secret.
Come on now, what secret?
I gotta go home and tell Mr. Hawes.
Yeah? Tell him what?
Quit, you're mussing my hair.
Come on now, you tell me who Mr. Hawes is and what you're going to tell him.
Well, he's the man that's been shooting him, you know? So I gotta tell him Marshal Earp's going into the picnic grounds to look for him. All by himself.
All by himself, huh?
I gotta go. Am I still your best girl?
You bet your life you are. My best sweetheart.
Annie, come on here.
Get back in! You better look out, Mr. Hawes. I just seen Marshal Earp go into the picnic grounds.
How many was with him?
All by himself. Mr. Masterson and the others went back to town.
Did Earp have a rifle with him?
Yes, sir, and his 2 big pistols.
Annie Mae, what are you telling?
None of your business, so long as it's the truth. I sure am out of practice.
Wyatt, he's down. I think I got him. Stay out of this, Pat! Hold your fire! He's in the gully now. He hasn't got a gun. Let's rush him.
No. He's got houses behind him now.
There he goes.
Wait a minute. You head right for the Hamble place. We can beat him there. Come on.
But the shooting's died down, and they must have caught Mr. Hawes. Why do we have to leave?
We've been harboring a criminal, and your Uncle George is going to have to fix things. Now, you wait here until I close up the barn.
Real smart, ain't you? Getting me trapped by Herb and another fellow dressed just like him.
Don't you cut me! Mom!
Don't kill me. I'm bleeding to death.
You'll be all right. Get some towels and some water.
Shouldn't we take him over to Doc McCoy?
No.
Why, you sword me?
Sure, I'm sorry. Look at my hat and coat you're wearing. Next time you horn into one of my gunfights, you wear your own clothes.
Yes, sir.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা, পুরা খালি, খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই, তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর, হ্যাঁ? তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি। এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়। মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না, ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না, ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ, আরে কি হয়েছে?
না, আমি আর বসে থাকতে পারবো না, এতক্ষণ ধরে রিকশায় বসে থেকে আমার ব্যাক পেন করতেছে।
কোথায় দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি আর
আচ্ছা আশ্চর্য ব্যাপার, তোমার ব্যাক পেন হয়েছে তুমি আমাকে পার্সোনালি বলবা, সেই জায়গায় তুমি রিক্সাওয়ালার সামনে বলছো, ব্যাপারটা কেমন না তো? কি হয়েছে দেখি?
দেখতে হবে না, আমি বাসায় যাবো, আমার বাসার সামনে দিয়ে আসো।
বাসায় যাওয়া মানে কি? আমরা বের হয়েছি কতক্ষণ বেবি? আমরা অল্প কতক্ষণ হয়েছে, মাত্র 2 ঘন্টা হয়েছে আমরা বের হয়েছি। আজকে আমরা সারাদিন ঘুরবো, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, তারপর হচ্ছে মন্টুদের বাসায় যাব, তারপরে আমরা যা হওয়ার তা করবো, মানে বাসায় যাবো আর কি। আবার
মন্টুর বাসায় কেন?
ও ওই যে আসলে হয়েছে কি, ওই যে মন্টুদের ম্যাচের মধ্যে আজকে বিরাট আয়োজনে খাওয়া দাওয়ার ব্যবস্থা করা হয়েছে বুঝছো। তা আমাকে বললো যে তুই আসিস, এখন আমি তো একা যেতে পারি না, তুমি ছাড়া আমি কি হয়ে যাবো বলো?
তাই তো, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো আর কি করবো?
তারপর ধরো ওই যে মানে একটু বসলাম, আড্ডা দিলাম, গল্প করলাম, থাকে না এই আর কি।
হ্যাঁ, খাওয়া দাওয়া করবো, আড্ডা দিব, বিশ্রাম নিব। বাট তুমি আমাকে কি বলছিলা জানো?
কি?
মন্টুরা ট্যুরে গেছে বান্দরবন, তোমারও যাওয়ার কথা ছিল, কিন্তু যেহেতু তুমি আমার সাথে দেখা করবা, আমাদের একটা ডেটের প্ল্যান হয়েছে, দ্যাটস তুমি যাইতে পারো নাই। এখন আমার মন্টুর বাসায় দাওয়াতটা বুঝলাম
না, বলছিলাম না আসলে মানে আমি না ভুলে যাই সবকিছু বুঝছো, মানে তুমি সামনে থাকার পর না আমি সবকিছু আউলে যাই, মনে থাকে না আর কি। হ্যাঁ, আর তুমিও পিছলাই যাও। হ্যাঁ না না কিছু বলি না, কি বলবো, কিন্তু মানে ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে কি, আমার না একটা জিনিস নিয়ে খুব মন খারাপ হচ্ছে, মানে স্ট্রবেরিটার কথা শুনে না খুব মন খারাপ হইতেছে।
কি
মানে মানে স্ট্রবেরি, যে
স্ট্রবেরি কি
চকলেট, মানে তোমার জন্য চকলেট বলতে ললিপপ, তোমার জন্য দুটো মানে স্ট্রবেরি ফ্লেভারের চকলেট আনছিলাম, তো ওগুলোর কথা না খুব মনে পড়ছিল। মানে ওয়েলকাম।
শোনো, এসব ভাওতাবাজি বাদ দিয়ে কাজের কাজ করো, বাসায় আমার কথা বলো, বিয়ের কথা বলো, সিরিয়াস হও।
তুমি তো জানো আমার বাসার অবস্থা কি, এমন ভাই যেন পৃথিবীতে কারো ফ্যামিলি যেন না জন্মায়। মানে ওর জন্য আমি কিছুই হচ্ছে না, ও ফেল করে আর বিয়েটা হচ্ছে না, ফেল করতেছে আর হচ্ছে বিয়ে পিছাইতেছে, কিন্তু আমার লাইফটা কোথায় যাইতেছে সেটা তো কেউ চিন্তা করতেছে না, ও তো সেই ব্যাপারে কোনো টেনশনই নাই। আমি যে তোমাকে কত ভালোবাসি এটা কি ওকে আমি বলতে বুঝাইতে পারতেছি বলো? হ্যাঁ,
অনেক প্রবলেম না?
খুব প্রবলেম।
আমার কাছে একটা সলিউশন আছে।
কি সলিউশন?
চলো আমরা পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি। দেখো, তোমার বাসায় প্রবলেম আছে, আমার বাসায় অনেক প্রবলেম আছে, বাট আই এম সিরিয়াস। এসব বাসার প্রবলেম এত পাত্তা দিলে চলবে না, পালাই বিয়ে করে ফেলি।
বেবি তোমাকে আমি এই কারণে এত লাভ করি, তোমার ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল হাইট এত বেশি যে কোন দিন জানি তোমার সাথে থাকতে থাকতে আমার হাইটটাও 6 গিয়ে পৌঁছে যাবে।
6 কি ফিট, ইঞ্চ নাকি সেন্টিমিটার?
না না ফিটই তো, ফিট।
ও, মন্টু বাসায় নেই তাই না?
না না বাসায় নাই তো।
তাহলে মন্টুর বাসায় আমরা যাবো কিভাবে?
কারণ চাবি আছে তো আমার পকেটে।
চাবি?
হ্যাঁ।
মন্টুর বাসা ফাঁকা, খালি বাসা,
পুরা খালি,
খাওয়া দাওয়া নাই, তুমি আর আমি,
শুধু তুমি আর আমি,
একা
একা।
কত বড় সাহস তোর! হ্যাঁ, তুই সাহস পাইলি কিভাবে আমার নিয়ে খালি বাসায় যাবি? তুই কি মনে করছস আমাকে বলবি যে চলো আমরা খালি বাসায় যাই, তোর সাথে আমি ফুরফুর করে চলে যাব?
ঠিক আছে, না গেলে তো আর কিছু করার নাই।
পিছলাইতেছ না? আসলে তুমি না আমাকে নিয়ে সিরিয়াস কিনা আমি সেটাই বুঝি না। আমি বাসায় একা একাই যাচ্ছি, আর তোরে ললিপপ তুই খা খা খা।
বেবি, বেবি ললিপপ।
Mày Mày quyết kiểu với hả? Tôi biết kiểu sự bình chilling ấy. Kia na cầm kiếm này. Cái đem máu này. Kia na cầm kiếm này. Rồi. Thằng lấy đâu? Thằng lấy rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Tranh mày tranh để tranh với tao. Nhiều đi quá ta. 233 vòng. Mình có đầu bây giờ. Nhật báo hả? vậy cũng chưa đi 30% hả? 20% ép quỷ à? Trăm không? 110 à? Kiểu tầm 5 quá. Để cho được khoảng 70 nghìn. Cái mình đại 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 hai mày vậy 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 vào nè rồi cuối cùng tại wow một tỷ lắm 50 rồi khoảng là bao nhiêu nhỉ? 2 thì một rưỡi à? 5 thì bỏ 250. Đủ mày được không? Mày game 250 muốn năm nay của ông thầy 29 này 22 và 16 17 18 5 6 7 29 3 5 6 6 3 7 40 à? 40 98 à? Ai 98 ai? Phải vay một phần rồi. What the
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি আর আজকে সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
আপনি কেন টানতেছেন? আমারে দেন, আমারে দেন। থাক আম্মা জান থাক, আমি তো পারতাছি। সমস্যা না, আপনার বাসার সামনে না, আমি আগে দিতেছি। চলেন। তুমি কে থামা? আমি তো চিন্তা পারতেছি না। কোনখানে বাসা?
আমার সামনে মহল্লা বাসা। আমার নাম লাইলি।
ও লাইলি, তুমি কি আমারে চেনো?
জি না খালাম্মা, আসলে আপনি তো আমার মায়ের বয়সী, বুঝছেন না? তা আমার মা যদি এরকম বাজারে ব্যাগ টানতো আমি তো দিতাম না, আমি লয়ে নিতাম।
ও আচ্ছা।
খালাম্মা আপনার কোনো পোলা মায়া নাই?
আছে তো, আমার একমাত্র পোলা আছে।
তো চ্যাংড়া পোলা থাকতে আপনার বাজারে যেতে হয় গেলা?
তুমি যে কি কও, তুমি কিন্তু খুব ভালো কথা কইছো। আমি আসলে বাসায় দিকে তো মাঝে মধ্যে নিজে হাট বাজার করি। তা আম্মা জান তুমি কেমনে জানলা আমার পোলা চ্যাংড়া?
ও আপনার বয়স দেখে আন্দাজ করছি আর কি, আপনার পোলা চ্যাংড়াই হবো। এইটা আপনার বাচ্চা?
হ্যাঁ, এই যে আইসা পড়ছে, আমার বাসা আইসা পড়ছে। চাও তুমি এত কষ্ট করছো, একটু চা পানি খিলাও।
না না আজকে না, খালাম্মা আরেকদিন আসুন।
আচ্ছা
আপনি নিশ্চয়ই কষ্ট পাইছেন তাই না? কষ্ট পাইলে মানে আপনি কইছেন আমারে, আমি যদি না যাই তাহলে তো খারাপ দেখে। তো আজকেই যাই তাহলে।
চলো আচ্ছা বাজান।
বাহ
কি আম্মা জান?
আপনার বাসা খালাম্মা খুব সুন্দর, আপনার বাসা।
ও আমি তো ভাবতেছিলাম তুমি আমার ছেলের কথা কইতাছো। মাশাআল্লাহ আমার ছেলে সুন্দর আছে না?
আছে আর কি, ওই আছে।
আচ্ছা আম্মা জান, তুমি কি খাইবা? তোমার কি পছন্দ?
আপনার পোলায় কি পছন্দ করে?
ও তো যা পায় তাই খায়।
যা পায় তাই খায়, তার অবশ্য দেখে বুঝে যায়।
কিছু কইতাছো?
না খালাম্মা, কিছু কইতেছি না, মানে কইতে চাইছি যে সবার তো একটা প্রিয় খাদ্য থাকে, তারটা কি?
হ্যাঁ আছে তো, গরুর গোস্ত। গরুর গোস্ত পাইলে তো মাথায় ঠিক থাকে না, খুবই পছন্দের।
আচ্ছা কইতেছেন, আমারও গরুর গোস্ত খুব পছন্দ।
ঠিক আছে আম্মা জান, তুমি বসো, গরুর গোস্তে রান্না করবো, দুপুরে সাথে মিলে একসাথে খামু।
আরে আমি এখানে একা একা বসে কি করবো খালাম্মা, আমি যাই আপনারে সাহায্য করি একটু।
মাশাআল্লাহ, কি লক্ষ্মী মাইয়া। আসো আসো।
মা মাংস যা হয়েছে না,
মজা হয়েছে?
অসাধারণ হয়েছে। এই এ মেয়ে কি করে?
ওই তুই ওরে দেখ চমকাই উঠছিস কেলা? ওর নাম লাইলি, আর আজকাল সব ওই রান্না করছে।
কি?
হ্যাঁ আম্মা জান, আমার পোলা কথা কইছিলাম না?
এরকম জঘন্য রান্না আমি জিন্দেগি দেখাই নাই।
কি কইতাছস? একটু আগে কইলি অসাধারণ, এখন কইতাছস ফালতু। মাথা গেছে নাকি?
খালাম্মা আমার মনে হয় গরমে মাথা গিলু গলা গেছে গা।
তাই মেয়ে, তোমার সাহস তো কম না, তুমি এনে কেন আসছো?
খালাম্মা আপনার সামনে আমরা ধমকাইতেছে।
ওই তুই ওরে দাম গাছ গেলা? হ্যাঁ ও আইছে তো কি হয়েছে? তোর কোনো সমস্যা আছে? ও জানোস না আজকে আমার এই রান্না বান্না কত সাহায্য করছে?
জানতে চাই না, ওরা এখনই বাড়ি থেকে বাইরে যেতে বলো।
কি কথা চস? এত কিছু কষ্ট করে রান্না করে মাইটা না খাইয়ে চলে যাবো?
ও যদি এখান থেকে না যায় আমি বাইরে যাবো এখন।
খালাম্মা তোর মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে গা, আমি বরং আজকে যাই, আপনি থাকেন খান, আমি আরেকদিন এসে খামুনি।
আমার জান, তুই এটা কি করলি? মায়েরা খালি মুখে বিতে দিলি?
তুমি ওরে চিনো না মা, খুব ডেঞ্জারাস।
আমার চিনার দরকার নেই, তুই বেশি করে খা।
তোর খামুই না।
Thì 400 à? 400. Để kiểm tra năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Giờ sẽ rebat để mời anh quay qua kia, anh Binh sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át một thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm yếu hai bên nhỉ? Thôi cái thầy đang kéo một cái vùng đồ. Về rồi 25 chắc là nốt nào nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này, sao nó vẫn lên là con ấy bài như là con Zurich bài ở dài rồi nó con Nautilus nữa. Mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê xong ý làm mày không ba được, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi, top mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa, anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể nào rai khát được. Khóc U Linh à, em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi để cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại bị bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xì ra. Ui rồi ôi, cặp vòng may mắn Boco 3 nhưng mà ít tiền không sao? Ít tiền. xong rồi bay máu. Có 5 nghìn máu rồi mà. Chắc thế. Bế. Mày. Đối kia ông chết à? Đối kia xét bế không được. Không thiếu mấy cái cùng đao. Chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả. Rồi nó vả trước à? Mày. Ý thua. Đi chợ nhà xem một cái cung đi. Sẽ nhằm đi cung đi. Anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ayat.
শুনেন কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন
মানে
মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়বে
সমস্যা থেকে ওই দিনকার তোরে হাত খরচের লেগা 5,000 টাকা দিয়েছিলাম আবার টাকা কি গাছে ধরে
আব্বাজান আপনি তো কত টাকাই কামান 5,000 টাকা দিলে আপনার কি হয় আমি আপনার একমাত্র আমার মাইয়া তো আমার পিছনে খরচ করবেন না কার পিছনে করবেন আমার একটা কুর্তি পছন্দ হয়েছে ওই কুর্তি আমি কিনতে চাই
কুর্তি মূর্তি লেহেঙ্গা ওড়না এসব দিয়ে তো ঘর বইরে গেছে হাঁটুনের বি জায়গা নাই মন চায় তোর এগুলা নাইজেরিয়া বুলগেরিয়া আর উগান্ডায় পাঠাইয়া দিই আচ্ছা এত কিছু কিনার দরকার নাকি
কি কইতেছেন আব্বা একটা শখ করছি শখের দাম লাখ টাকা শখ যদি না মিটে তাহলে এই জীবন রেখা লাভ কি আপনি যদি আমার টাকা না দিচ্ছেন তাহলে কিন্তু আমি কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে নাম লেখা ফেলাম
আচ্ছা ব্লেড দিয়ে এই কুর্তি লেগে হাত কাটানোর দরকার নাই আমি বাইরে যাওয়ানোর সময় তোর টাকা দিয়ে যাব
থ্যাংক ইউ আব্বা
আচ্ছা লাইলি তুমি এরকম প্রতিদিন কোনো পড়াই কমপ্লিট করছো না আমি কিন্তু তোমাকে আর পড়াতে আসবো না
আসেন না আপনারা কেটাই গোছাইতে আমি কইছি
শেষ পর্যন্ত তোমার বাবার কাছে আমাকে কমপ্লেন করতে হবে
আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করবেন
পড়াশোনা করছো না বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না অবশ্যই করবো
ঠিক আছে আপনি যান আপনি আমার বাপের কাছে কমপ্লেন করেন এদিকে আমি ব্লেড দিয়ে হাত কেটে আপনার হাতের নাম লেখা রাখবো এখান দিয়ে
দেখো এইবার না হয় আমি তোমার বাবার কাছে কমপ্লেন করবো না কিন্তু তুমি যদি পরীক্ষায় ডাব্বা মারো তাহলে তো আবার আমি শেষ
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন
ডরাবো কেন মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মনে সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ বললাইছো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে
শুনেন কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন
মানে
মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়বে সরেন
আরে ভাই নাম লেখবা মানে কি মুসিবতে বললাম জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই কি সমস্যা যাইতে দিছো না কেন
সমস্যা আমার না আপনার আপনি মানুষ না খুনি
মানে
মানে বুঝেন না কালকে কি করছেন কাচির লগে কি মিলাচ্ছেন পেট খারাপের ওষুধ
দেখো এখন কিন্তু বাড়াবাড়ি হয়েছে তোমরা কাচ্চি খাইতে চাইছো আমি খাওয়াইছি ব্যাস কারণ কারো যদি পেট পাতলা হয়ে যায় কেউ যদি হজম করতে না পারে সেটা তো তার সমস্যা আমার না
বাড়াবাড়ি আমরা করছি না আপনারা করছেন মানে ইচ্ছে করে আপনারা খান নাই কালকে তাই না যাতে আমার লগে প্রতিশোধ নিতে পারেন
আর যদি নিতে চাই সেটা কি দোষ 3 বার ঘুরি চ্যাম্পিয়ন আমি তোমার কারণে আমার হারতে হয়েছে
হারছেন তো কি ইচ্ছে মাঝে মাঝে কিছু জিতবার লাগা কিছু হারতে হয়
এই তোমার কাছে হাইরা আমি কি জিতছি হ্যাঁ
আমারই জিতছেন আমার মন জিতছেন
এই দেখো তুমি আমার আবার কোনো কিছু তো ফাঁসে দিচ্ছ আমি বুঝছি এইসব ফান্দে আমি পা দিতেছি না প্লিজ
আমি আপনারে ফাঁসাই নাই আপনি আমারে ফাঁসাইছেন আমি তো আপনার প্রেমে পড়ে গেছি ফ্রি মাস্টার
এক চক্কর
আপনি আমার মারবেন মারেন কাটতেও ফেলান কিন্তু আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি এটাই সাইন্স
এর জন্যই তো সায়েন্সে মারো ডাব্বা
যতই অপমান করেন সাদি তো আপনার আমার লগে হইব
তো তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শাদি দূরে থাক, প্রেম পর্যন্ত করতে রাজি নাই আমি। হ্যাঁ, আর এইসব ব্লেড ফেড দিয়ে কোনো কাজ হবে না, আমি ভয় পাই না আর।
দেখো চন্দ্র তুমি কি করো।
Viên Bình bao nhiêu 5 m ủa 50%. 35 m chịu thua em rồi mọi ngày giữa đêm tối chuẩn không? Ui ra với bia này độc dược à? Thôi cút không quan trọng, vụ nổ lớn bình sẽ sẵn bài tử thần mà. Điều hiểu sẽ sẵn bài chơi chạm đất trải thải cái đường đâu mà chạm chứ là thế rồi. Đang xuống rồi, đang vòng xuống rồi, đang xuống thì binh sinh linh không. 3 2 1 perfect một lần này. Đấy kiếm 15 lần perfect không, 100 lần perfect thì đã ăn 6 triệu. Ơ nhờ 7 triệu. Mình cần 50 thôi, đã được 5 củ rồi. 7 củ là bình thường. Chuẩn rồi. Đấy á, đón thêm một nhịp vào mình rồi. Đây là gì? Ok, không được. Kiếm mà cổ không mất áo luôn à? Nếu còn gì phải lấy găng tay đây để thay rồi 1 2 lần, thế là 30% à? Xem anh nhá, 30% bình cũng gần 5 củ ấy, 40 củ à? 2 lần được 10 củ rồi. Thì ảo điếc. Let's go. Let it go. Một chiếc binh chi linh không vậy, bảnh 7 láp à? Gậy 456 triệu coin để rebirth tiếp à? Sợ khó đấy. Anh cần 50 củ này, phải chừng 40 củ tròn kiếm tiền thừa điêu ấy. Một lần perfect này. Một lần perfect. Thầy lái.
ড্রেস চেঞ্জ করতেছিস? চেঞ্জ করিস না, চল একটা টিকটক বানাই। টিকটক? হ্যাঁ টিকটক, চল। স্যার নর্মাল আছে প্রেশার, নিচেরটা 80, উপরটা আছে 120। ঠিক ঠিক।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
খামটা দে।
স্যার এটা কি আশ্চর্য দেখছিস, 1000 টাকা দিল প্রেশার মাপতে। তাও
তুই জানিস উনি কে? উনি শহরে অনেক বড় ধনী লোক। এমন কোনো মসজিদ মাদ্রাসা নাই যে উনি দান করেন নাই। এমনকি আমাদের এই হাসপাতালেও ওনার চ্যারিটি হেল্প ছিল।
ও ভালো লোক।
ড্রেস চেঞ্জ করতেছিস? চেঞ্জ করিস না, চল একটা টিকটক বানাই। টিকটক? হ্যাঁ টিকটক, চল। ঠিক আছে, এই ড্রেসটা পরবো, এটা পর।
Yes, cái đấy một cái phòng penthouse tòa tầng cao nhất. Penthouse như cái đá này. Broccoli. Ui, thế mày không gọi tao? Ông marketing à? Không marketing. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Mày bác chuẩn không? Gì broccoli sắp sửa
là có mỗi cặp thần tài xong hết.
phải thần tài. Thần tài vì không đánh à? Hả? Lấy bài nữa vậy? Tao chưa có lấy 1 lấy 3 rồi. Vừa vào game có lượng người đá mà. Hiểu thật đâu. Em hiểu khắc đờm vào. Tuấn nói luôn khắc đờm phát lưỡng. Cả ngày bãi đờm còn vào ra vào câu chuyện của anh Tuấn. Bài cầu không đấy à? Gì mồm có gì trắng trắng là bạch hầu đấy. Broccoli. Nó quá thiên thần tài không? Đúng có ấn thần tài. Cái đấy là vàng không phải thần tài. Đấy luôn. 5 cái quan 5 tiền nào. Vừa không check được Trần cao cường từ đâu. Vừa check được. Vừa lấy lúc Trần nói check thì đéo được. Đấy từ đầu tao không check. Bây giờ vừa Trần nói đéo check được. Carry. đâu thành tài tao đâu. Ủa, làm sao mà quê. Vai thuật bùi. Bùi, bị đá nó xịn vậy cứ dương ơi. Hên giả lắm vương quý nhân. Mất tiêu, chuồn búa à? Quý đâu chịu được thì gót à? Đây đây, gót tiếp đi. Chuồn mà. Chuồn búa à? Nói cái này chịu rồi. Hả? Đi. Đi tập gym. Đi tập gym sao? Đi tập gym, đi tập gym. Đi tập gym. Nè. Có tập tay sau không sao? Tập sau không đau đâu. Lúc ấy vào mà nhưng mà không đau. Ôi trời ơi, chọn nhầm rồi. Ai? Một quay cắm mà. Ba lần à? 3 lần à? Đúng không? 30 giây. Ba tiếng à? Để chơi nữa, bài nhất quyết chơi. Nếu mà có một con thần tài nào chứ, chôn búa à. Chán quá. Quỷ nhỉ. Rồi không phải. À à à. Cái gì đâu. Có gì mới đâu. Có giáo ở chơi ngoài. Cái này hả? Sáng không, sáng nay đây, sáng nay tao vào lúc mà chưa ai vào Discord ấy. Thì Jenny Nguyễn ngồi một mình trong Discord. Gì gì? Mà mình trong đi quất mà. Nó quỷ mà. Cái lúc đấy có khi chưa ngủ ấy. Anh nói thật, cái lúc đấy, cái lúc anh vào lúc sáng ấy có khi chưa ngủ. Không mà số 5 mà. Mày đi. Dân tộc à. Udah belok kan? Bố à? Chúng ta phải hoang ngoài cái chỗ mà có phải cái chỗ mà ga tàu kiểu chỗ ngay ga tàu và trung tâm thằng bạn anh ở đấy mà, thằng anh cũng ở đấy. Nhà nó ở ngay đối nhà không, thằng ở Hải Phòng. Nhà nó ở ngay ga tàu luôn, nó vừa bước xuống ga phát là nhà. Đỗ Ngọc Anh. Thằng Áo, thằng Doanh khác, thằng Doanh ở Hưng Yên mà, đấy ở Hưng Yên mà broccoli. Thế kêu sinh luôn à? Chuẩn không? Ôi ôi đây. Không hả? Cuối hôm qua Cali cầu thủ 20 sao. Bạn là con gái à? Xinh lắm để làm chi à Tuấn? Xinh lắm để làm chi? Này ông. Mày có thế gì tao biết từ à? Bố. Không trò thôi à? Ơi, không muốn nhắc lại à? Không muốn nhắc lại à? Em biết gì? Gớm.